How are you doing? Live and ready to go. So yeah, we are joined by Rob Reid, Ramsbottom commentator extraordinaire. How are we feeling about tonight's game?
Thanks for the intro. I won't say an extraordinaire, but nah.
You're one of the top 2 commentators from Ramsbottom tonight. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I'm number 2.
I don't know. It's yet to be decided.
I did say to Trigger that I'm the more experienced out of the 2 of us at commentate.
Okay.
No, yeah, we obviously we come here full of confidence with the 2020 side.
Yeah.
Struggling a little bit in the league.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously we played your first team down at Rammy last week. You beat us relatively comfortably, I guess, in the end. But
we made hard work at second innings, maybe.
But we're confident in this form of the cricket. We've had good history in the last 10, 11, 12 years. So,
brilliant, yeah.
Be interesting to see who bats first. I think.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'm pretty sure we'd like to bat first.
Yeah, okay.
But I think looking at your scorecards, you like to chase. So
we haven't lost the game chasing so far this season, but yet.
It could all change tonight.
We're due a defeat, perhaps, from Ramsbottom perspective, chasing. So I think we've been playing a lot better decks this year, and I think we think on a good wicket, bat second is sometimes the way to go. This is a good wicket. We'll see. We'll see how it plays.
Know what you're chasing. We've actually spoke about it as a team and as a squad.
Yeah.
About maybe chasing for a little bit in the league games.
Okay.
So we'll have to see what happens tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's hope for a good game. The umpires are coming out.
Yeah.
Big crowd on.
Yeah, I think it'll busy up later on. I think we've hammered it a bit on social media this week. We do like to even Darren Smith endorsed us as Clitheroe's biggest beer garden. I think officially endorsed it for the Ramsbottom Professional. So so there's a few come over from Ramsbottom tonight. Is there a bus come or something?
Yeah, there's a bus coming. There's a lot that actually come themselves. We've probably got a little corner of the ground here by the looks of it.
Right,
so we've probably got.
Okay, yeah. So
travelling strong with about 50 or 60 away fans.
So we've got like a new sort of Estrella party enclosure down at the bottom down there. Yeah. That's obviously got the football on down there for anyone who's sort of popping down. Basically we've had the England games and stuff like that. So then we've got a second bar down. We've got a new second bar there and actually a third bar tonight under the marquee.
Right, it's a great setup, isn't it? I remember playing here in 2018 when the World Cup was on and England were playing. I think it was Sweden.
Right, okay.
And it was absolutely bouncing.
Yeah, so we get cause it's not far from town. I always like Ramsbottom's ground. You're in the town, but then you have to sort of walk away.
Yeah, we're not like passing trade.
Yeah, whereas a lot of people who come tonight won't be that bothered about cricket, which we don't mind.
Yeah, spend a few quid and that's all that matters.
On the game in a bit, so we're absolutely fine about it. So hopefully get packed out later on. And everyone has a great night, and then then leads into a big game of cricket tomorrow, and then football tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, it's good that we've agreed with Cone to bring our game forward. The first and second to 12 o'clock start. Because obviously it's quite a way to Cone. At least both clubs can get back to the respective
clubs.
clubs.
Finish there anyway.
Look, all we need is 10 or 12 points.
Absolutely, yeah.
We're in a bit of a relegation battle.
But you seem to have sort of turned it around the last couple of weeks, have you?
Well, we had a big game against Rochdale the other week, the week before last, and important we won that.
Rochdale, I sort of watched it on the stream.
Yeah, Rochdale, they could have gone sort of a game and a half. Ahead of us, you know what I mean? So
I did think they seemed to knock a few down the fielders' throats at the end there.
It was a few of the middle order got out in the same way.
Yeah.
Literally hitting it to cover and mid off.
So that was a big win for you. And Johnny Fielding sort of come out of retirement, hasn't he? So
the man that is Johnny Fielding. A Clitheroe legend.
Big fanfare on social media last year. And then basically he's sort of out of retirement, and he's not playing tonight, though, is he?
He's not playing tonight, he's not playing tomorrow, so he's back in retritement.
Okay, right.
No, I think it's a bit of a game-by-game basis with Trig.
So he's the chairman now, is he?
He's vice-chairman.
Okay, are you the chairman?
No, John Fox is the chairman.
John Fox,
he's here. Johnny's vice-chairman.
So what's your role?
My role now is I help out with the first team and second team in terms of the squad with Trig.
Okay. What, in terms of selection? Or?
Selection, training and things like that. I'm on the committee as well, so involved with various different things. Like most clubs are, you need a lot of people around, don't you? So, but we're a young squad and we're kind of lacking a little bit of sort of cricket experience, really. So me and Trigger around, a couple of older players are coming back helping out, which is good.
So who have we got here? Sort of we got Sharpie bowling two.
Jacob Clark.
Jacob Clark, who's sort of joined last year from Accrington.
Yes.
Oh,
Good start from Marcus.
So yeah,
as always.
Yeah, not much pace there, just sort of like and then the non-strikers we've got, is that Fielding?
It's Brad Fielding, so he's the third generation of the Fielding.
He got a few runs in on Sunday.
Yeah, he got 33, I think, and he was batting really well, then tried to pull one off a length.
Right, yeah, okay, it was a shot, but he played some fantastic shots. He sort of took Sam Alstead to the cleaners, didn't he? But nicked one there.
Nick wants a backward point.
Yeah, that's so that's Ali Ross fielding at backward point.
Okay.
I'd say he's a crowd favourite, a firm favourite of mine. Peter did first guy, he gets a little bit jealous actually, and so crowds him. But yeah, Ali Ross, top guy actually. He's done really well for us this year. He's so I think it's 3 or 4 50s, 2 5-footers, bowling left-arm spin as well. And he's even wicket kept as well when we've been short. So absolutely top
massive
man.
all trades.
If he could keep to himself, that would be like perfect. He'd be the perfect cricketer, but he's not quite worked that one out yet. So
what do you think about tonight? What do you? Do you think you're slight favourites maybe?
Well, possibly. But I think we've got a very strong bowling attack. Oh, that is a good shout, but not good enough. So yeah, no, I think we've got a strong bowling attack. I think we've got Sharpie, Sam, Cole with the pink ball.
Yeah.
Is absolute box office.
Yeah, no, I've faced him numerous times, Cole, over the years.
And then we've got Ali Ross again to bowl, and the pros, and Jack Dewar, so six sort of good bowlers there.
Yeah, you've got a good sort of all-round team. I was talking to Tom Lord last week.
Yeah.
In the second, would it have been the second innings? Yeah, when you were chasing obviously on Sunday, and I think you've got a massive chance of the league with the team you've got.
Well, I hope so, but Norden and Walsall look strong as well, so it's probably, and Laura has, to be fair, beat us here. I think we just didn't get enough runs that day. We took it a bit. I don't think we was used to playing on good wickets, so we just sort of got some getting used to. Sharp was playing quite wide here, but seems to be getting away with it. So.
The ball before looked more of a wide, but that one.
Great either, but. So 1 for none off 4 balls. So we've got a few special guest commentators during this night. We've got a lady called Ruth Telford off Ribble FM. She's been watching cricket for 10 years. She still doesn't know anything about the rules.
Like most of us, though. There's always something that's thrown up, isn't there?
Absolutely. So Sharpie has been called for a wide. I think he might be let's just say swinging it away quite prodigiously tonight. So yeah, and then my mate Nuts, who professes to know a lot about cricket, but I'm not convinced. So I'm sure he's out there listening right now.
That stayed a little bit low.
And then the seconds we've got yourself and Johnny Fielding sort of. I think he's going to.
I think we're doing the first, me and Johnny, so it'll be very ramming bias. I think.
Okay, right. Well, no, that's fine. I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some of Clitheroe glitterati coming on here. Yeah.
You have to remember though, Johnny's a bit of a hero up here, and Brian as well.
Yeah. So. Well, yeah. So first sort of father and son pros we've had, and probably it's not very most clubs. I think won't have had a father and son pro. It's quite uncommon, but yeah, it was fantastic for us. I was sort of very young at the time, so just get that in there. But yeah, I think he took like routinely was taking up was sort of 100 wickets and scoring 718 runs. So it's not a bad effort for you.
Very, very good player. Very good.
Back in the days when you used to be able to bowl 23 from one end.
Yeah, that's right. When he first come back to Ram in 2010. He was bowling 25 from one end.
Right, okay.
I think 3 or 4 seasons he got 100 odd wickets.
Wow. Were you a bowler as well?
No, I weren't a bowler. Okay. I weren't really a batter. I was just a fielder.
Yeah, okay.
No, I was just lower middle order.
Okay.
So.
Right, so Ali Ross, he even gets a little bit of swing with the sort of darts him in. As you can tell, I'm a massive fan. He's on now. So Ali sort of originally came over from Australia as a British passport, and then sort of shacked up with a girl from Wally, and we've sort of.
Right, okay,
I'm sure
so
his mum and dad would be listening actually over in Australia. They think they have it on the big screen, sort of on YouTube, yeah, because we normally stream front there, and they sort of watch it. So hello, Tracy and Ian, if you're out there in Hamilton, Victoria. I hope you're having a good morning.
Hi, Tracy and Ian. I won't be critical.
He's from the back of Beyond, he's out, to be honest, but he's
just snuck a one.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be too bothered about ones at this stage. Power play.
I think the thing we were really bothered about is sort of Smith. If he gets going, so in a T20, one person can take the game away from you, can't they? So.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Jacob and Brad have been doing that the last few weeks.
Okay.
They've been batting.
Catch, yes, caught balls. Yeah, and that's Jacob, is it?
That's Jacob.
Jacob Clark. Yeah. Pardon? Right, we're up to a record 82 subscribers. That's more than double our normal our normal subscriber count. So hello to you all out there. We didn't realise we were so popular. It must
You're
be
doing
Rob.
something right.
It must be Rob. Yeah, it must be you, mate. It's, so first wicket there, Ali Ross. Caught a ball. We had replays last time. I don't know if there's a replay function, but yeah, it sort of hit it fairly hard at him. It was one that had the stick, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it was just one of them. I was just about to explain to say Jacob and Brad have been batting very, very well.
Yeah, well,
been going after attacks and very attacking, very aggressive. But it's a bit of a shame we've lost Jacob so early.
So who's this coming in now?
This coming in is Alex Alpin, batting at 3.
Okay.
He's scored a lot of second team runs over the last few years, and he's now getting his chance in the first team. Very intense cricketer, intense person.
Yeah. Okay.
Loves talking about cricket when nobody else is listening to him.
Okay, no, I'd be more than welcome on this commentary, I think. Then.
Slip him.
So so the idea of what his first 6 overs really go hard.
That's generally the plan with Brad and Jacob. Alex will play with a lot of intent.
Okay. It's just squeezing into the gap. I think they're going to pick up into the outfield. Thought they could have maybe pushed a 2 there, but it's
a good job he got bat on that, else he would have been plumb, I think.
Yeah. So Ollie seems to get quite a bit of shape on it. I don't know.
Is this because he's your favourite player?
He is his favourite player, but it's just fantastic, and what a fantastic catch again. Absolutely brilliant.
Can you shout him
out? It's a good delivery, so we like that, don't we? Well, obviously not for the Ramsbottom faithful, but so good start for Clitheroe, I think, so far. 5 for 1 off 2.
Yeah.
So what do you normally aim for off the first 6 then? What would be?
We played Green Mountain the other week. We were 110 off about 11 overs chasing.
Okay.
Walsden the other week was 60, 70 odd. So that's what I mean. Jacob and Brad can be very, very dangerous.
So that's your derby Green Mountain, isn't it?
Yeah, bizarrely, they're about 2 miles down the road. And we've never really played them because obviously they were in the Bolton League.
Okay, yeah, I've just got the beer solidly around here that normally has the barrels on it. So how did that go?
Small ground Green Mount.
Okay,
a lot of people live around there anyway. That
follow
Rammy. So it's literally walking job for a lot of our fans and a lot of our players. Small ground. I think we bowled them out for. I think it was 120 in the end.
Okay. Was there any?
Chased them comfortably.
Was there any is there any needle there?
No, I think they were a bit.
Derby,
friendliest derby. Okay. Like I said, we've not really played them.
Okay.
Bizarrely, we've played them. In friendly about 30 odd years ago. That's literally it. Not even pre-season friendlies, not even.
So could that develop into something?
I think it could do, because they want to make the mark on the league. Historically, over the last 10, 12 years, have done well. Even before that.
Yeah, and I thought they might fly up the league this year, but they're sort of the 3rd or 4th, aren't they? They're not running away with it. Right?
No, and. They used to have a guy called Mark Stewart who's.
He played football for Clitheroe actually.
That's right. Yeah. So Mark Stewart's a real good sportsman, and he was part of a team that won the Lancashire knockout on, I think possibly 2 if not 3 years. But they've just, I suppose it's a bit of a rebuilding thing from them. And Mark Stewart used to play at Rammy as well back in the day before. So where's that?
Good shots.
4. It's good, isn't it, when a commentator says, "Where's that?"
Absolutely, Hopefully the cameras are sort of picking up. So we've got the 2 cameras going on here tonight, sort of following the ball with it. So, Speak to someone at the bar. Speak to Eric or obviously the bar. It's for a car machine. Oh, Natalie, So.
It's another. That's 6.
6 now. 6 over Deepy wicket. Sharpie's getting the treatment here. So when I came to Rammy last year, Sharpie got a bit of tap. I think the method was everyone was going to sweep, and then they tried that on Sunday, and it didn't quite work, did it? But tonight,
I know Darren tried it early on Sunday.
with very sort of limited success. So,
Well, this is Brad at his best now. He got a great eye and a good player.
Yeah, he was good. He got 30 odd on Sunday, looked really good. And then his other brother's gone to.
JJ's gone to so he's playing for us last couple of years. He's gone to Southport.
Okay, for what reason?
Lancs, he's on the Lancs books. So they've asked him to go and play over there.
Right. Okay. Do we know why?
I think because it's a Liverpool comp. I think they send a lot of players over.
In the county.
Yeah, it will be the second best in a few years.
So they want his for
But I think he's doing okay. But
I suppose longer format of the game, isn't it? Like they play time cricket and stuff. And that wouldn't suit the drinking the drinking crowd of Clitheroe. I don't think they can follow time cricket. It wouldn't go down well.
We used to have it when we had a season or two when mid sort of early 2000s.
Okay.
Lancashire League went into like batting draws and bowling. They were horrendous.
Yeah,
It was horrible.
No, but I think they just sort of like think it gets them ready for the first class game, doesn't they? Is that the idea with? So you've lost a couple of players.
Well, effectively, obviously Trigger retired.
Okay.
We lost JJ.
Yeah.
Who else did we? Tom Parton never come back from Australia. He was going to come back from Australia, but he's got set up and settled down there.
Okay.
And obviously with COVID, it was tough for him to come back anyway.
Neil's on it though.
It's another one. At least the score looks a little bit healthier now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Two sort of good hits in that over.
I think will Tom Lord open the batting for you?
Yeah, so he hits a big boy.
Yeah.
Going,
I remember
he's been great for this year actually.
2010 we played Nelson in a T20 semi-final at Rammy, and we'd won the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tom was in batting, trigger bowling, hitting for 5 6s over the old mill. Anyway, the next ball, he's thinking, right, you've won the game here. Next ball, went for it again.
Yeah.
Faf du Plessis took one of the best catches that's ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, Tommy's a player who does get out to the best catches.
Of course, best ball.
Every week. So.
Yeah.
So, but apparently this was one of the best catches. Yeah, he's been in fantastic form for us this year. I think he's been having a few one-to-ones with Mark Aspin, sort of. Going down leg. And he's really taken to it. So he's been opening the league matches as well, and sort of going really hard early doors when the field's up, and that's his game really. So he tries to play these little dabs sometimes and like sweep shots and stuff. But, just hitting the V, Tom, and we're absolutely delighted with that. So
he's a strong player. It's a good one. So you're getting accosted for some Wi-Fi details there or something?
Apparently the card machines aren't working, so
if you're listening and planning to come down, please bring cash.
Yeah, please always bring cash. It's because we're not great with the whole card machines. People try and we try to modernise it. Even the lads when they do the collections now, they've got it linked to a special bank account that they're going to take for the season trip. So people who put in the collection say I've only got a card. Oh, it's alright, I've got a card machine. That Tom Lord has initiated that idea. So
it's a good idea.
So I think they're doing quite well for this sort of collection to go to. I think we're going to go to Leeds or something on Newcastle end of season. So.
No, it's a bit tricky with 2 little kids.
Oh. So hopefully we'll see Cole soon. I mean, with the pink ball, he's absolutely.
Yeah, he's lightning, isn't he?
Yeah. So, he's sort of been tearing through sides and sort of when he bowls at the tail, he's fantastic. So.
Yeah, Cole's very good bowler. We've played against him a lot over the last few years. We've had some. When he was at Burnley, it was ourselves, Burnley and Lower House really for a period. And some big games against the good Burnley sides, you know what I mean? And Cole was very dangerous.
Right, yeah, no, he's I think he's loving it over here. He's sort of enjoying it.
I spoke to him last Sunday actually, and he said he's absolutely loving it up at Clitheroe.
He was there Tuesday night watching the football. I wasn't. I don't think many lads were there, but he was there with his sort of family and stuff. And they seemed to be having a great time. His cousin Kai did a DJ set last Friday. Apologies to neighbours, it was a little bit loud. This has been the feedback. So some correspondents even addressed personally to me about it. So we just had to knock that on the head whilst the football's on and stuff like that. But once the restrictions end, I think he might have another go at it. And that's a wicket, Sharpie. Yeah, and I don't think he thought he was out there. Does he think he's... Okay, what's he thinking there? I don't know.
Brad isn't happy there at all.
Does he think he's not hit his pad or something, or what's...
Has his bat hit the ground?
He's saying to Charles, I don't know what... Yeah.
Brad's not happy there, which isn't like Brad. No, he's not happy.
I mean, with my Clitheroe eyes, I thought it looked out, but
it sounded out. It
did
sounded
out.
out.
But there were two noises, weren't there? I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, he could have. He obviously didn't figure it out. But now, Darren Smith joins the crease.
No, that's Kieran.
Oh, it's Kieran, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kieran's the captain now.
Kieran's the captain. Right, Darren stepped aside a few weeks ago.
Okay,
so Kieran's captain, so he's coming in at 4. Right. So the plan to probably keep Darren for as long as possible, I think. Yeah.
Oh, we're happy with that as well.
Yeah, I know, but I think you might.
Going for the last couple or something. That's fine, Miles. Yeah.
We might see Cole on, I think, when.
Right. Yeah, Smith comes on. Yeah.
Hi, Jacob.
So Kieran probably been your best amateur player.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, he said himself that he's struggling a little bit for runs, right, but he's a very, very good player. He's got a lot of respect from the lads. So he's time. He's still only 22, so his time.
Natural choice as sort of captain, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But he's not been bowling much himself, has he?
No, I mean we've got actually quite a. I don't want to say an array of bowling, but we've got a lot of bowlers who bowl similar. Yeah, Kieran will be in that sort of bracket. Right, so we've got 2 spinners. Owen Collins bowls a little bit of pace. Well, he's sort of quite a fit lad. He's a lot of football in the winter. He's growing up a little bit, so he's got a little bit of pace. And then obviously Kieran, Dan Pike.
So he bowled about 3 in swinging.
Yeah, we actually spoke about it at selection of the night. Could Dan have come on a little bit earlier last week? But it's all ifs and buts, isn't it?
I think the left arm, is it Dentic? The left arm.
Yeah, Josh.
Bowled really well, actually.
Yeah, he's Josh obviously come back from.
Sam. Did he misjudge that, or what do you think?
I think so, but I've also seen Sam take an absolute whirlwind.
He's fantastic.
At Acre Bottom.
Yeah, but I think he's just maybe misjudged that. He's got to come into it.
I would have put my house on Sam.
I'd have backed him.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I think he's misjudged that.
Again, Sam's took some brilliant. When he played at Rammy for a season or 2, he took some absolute brilliant catches.
He's hands like absolute bucket hands as well. Bit of bounce there.
Wide.
Yeah,
so a few calls from the Rammy faithful then.
Well.
Is that your pro warming up? Slip?
Yeah, pro warming up at slip. I'm surprised, yeah.
I think they'll keep Cole for when Darren comes in, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know. And just bowl sharp in the power play.
Yeah. It's hard to get away with experienced player, isn't it? Yeah, not just experience, just one of the best, isn't it?
Absolutely. Anything sort of under 40 from the foul play, the first 6 overs when the field's sort of up, I think we're really happy with that. But at least he might have other thoughts.
Bit of pressure here now, I think. One more over the power play.
Yeah, he's the pro. Is it the pro? Yeah. So he's fitting in really. So Mansur sort of first season with us, he's fitting in really well. He's been fantastic.
He was at Bristol, wasn't he? Was he at Bristol?
Yeah,
I seem to remember.
He's brought it Cecil in our old league, the Rosdale League.
Yeah.
He got really sort of good comments about his coaching and just the way he is around the dressing room.
Is he good around the club then as well?
Yeah, really good.
Excellent.
So he gets involved with everything. He's and with the bat, he's come into some fantastic form like the last couple of weeks. So that's Ruth Telford there, Ribble FM stars, going to come on the comms next.
She said she didn't recognise that because you've just had your haircut today.
Well, I've actually been on the radio at lunchtime with Ruth, and then have my haircut in between. I was looking like a bit of Forrest Gump, like when he goes on that run and stuff.
Lockdown haircut.
Absolutely down haircut with probably a bit faster than him as well. But no, but yeah, I've been to the Turkish barbers in town, Kurdish barbers. You cannot confuse that. So highly recommend. And there's one down the bottom of Cheltenham Road. Yeah, sort of.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, well, when I was asking about the aggro green mount, I should have said you are a skinhead, so I can get your perspective on them sort of things.
The softest man in history.
Some lovely ladies here as well from Clitheroe. Yeah, some of the glitterati of Clitheroe just walking past there.
our big local derby over the years has been Haslingden.
Right, okay.
We've had some.
Right.
Todmorden we actually had a bit of a rivalry with for a long time.
Yeah. They were a bit faster when we played them, yeah. It was sort of, yeah.
Yeah, it's. That was a 4 misfield, I think.
Was it? Right, we've missed that behind the side screen, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the pros batting's been really good. His bowling's, he's sort of, he's fired in some games, and his batting's been okay, right? What we're saying is people sort of going on here.
I think Marcus wasn't back in the ring.
Oh, right, okay, right. That's a quicker ball, right?
Hi, Jacob.
All right. Yeah, any thoughts on the score so far in the power play? Happy with that? Happy with that? Okay, happy with that. We've just got perspective of the opening batter there. He's happy with 40 off the first 6. I don't know what these guys I think are good scorers. I think personally 170 maybe.
I'd like to get 150 plus.
Not
definitely.
a massive bounty that. This isn't a big hit either really. Right. Lots of lovely ladies sort of walking past.
Yes, there is. Yes.
Yeah, it's good to see. Yeah. We're enjoying the cricket.
Very inclusive game.
Absolutely, we do actually get quite a sort of like, you know, we've actively tried to get more sort of women involved and sort of coming down and stuff, because it doesn't, you know, blokes will watch anything what they sport-wise sometimes, but.
I think you said it before though. You know you're right on the main road, aren't you?
Yeah,
in and out of town, and you've got passing trade where we're just off the beaten track a little bit from. We're in the middle of town, but kind of not.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing for us to try and
get big.
We've got a good support home and away.
Yeah.
But it's just making it more of a destination for people. I think you do that well up here, don't you?
You've had a few in for the football, have you? Sort of in your house for now.
Yeah, we've had to obviously sell the tables because of the restrictions and things.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been good. So making a few
indoors,
quid.
Outdoors, or just
indoors. We're talking about an outdoor screen.
Yeah.
Obviously a bit late now.
But
you
very sort of fancy stand you'll see there. We just basically nailed sponsors forward to the top of it. A couple of planks of wood, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we've got a couple of.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, so there's 2 screens there, and there's going to be a 3rd screen on the side. Straight Charlie Ross there. It's a 1.
Should that not have been better from your favourite player, that field?
Maybe, I don't know.
No,
a bit wide. It was wider than, he did well. He got around very well.
It was on his right side as well.
Precisely, yeah. So no, we've got tomorrow night will be sort of packed down there. There'll be a few in the clubhouse. All conforming to COVID guidance, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, it should be a really good night. We had a good. It was a bit rowdy on Tuesday, but I think tomorrow night we've got a bit of security and sort of.
Yeah, we've done the same. We've just made sure we've got everything.
Yeah.
COVID guidelines and.
Yeah, people just get a bit overexcited sometimes, but it was a fantastic atmosphere by all accounts on Tuesday. I stayed well away, but I told it was really good.
Little ramp shot tried from Kieran then.
Absolutely, yeah. So no, we've still got the thirds and fourths still training tonight as well.
I was going to say there was a lot of players coming with the bags, and I thought to myself, are these all 12th, 13th, 14th men? But
no, so they still train on a Friday, and obviously with the nets being there, they can just sort of go away and that. And I also think the reasons that the juniors are doing well is because of the fact they can just go in there all the time and sort of practice, and they're sort of great facilities to have there.
Ooh. 1 or 2?
Oh, Jesus.
2.
It's good arm, that.
Good cricket all round, to be fair.
Who's that arm? It's that Jack Jewish. Jewish brothers there combining. Charlie with his diving stuff and Jack with a fantastic throw in, actually.
It ran well for the 2 as well.
Yeah.
Cricket was a winner, as they say.
Yeah, good cricket all round.
No.
Couple of white lads here. We've got Adam Bolton from East Lancs here, yeah. Admiring the stylish hairstyles here. Yeah.
That's looking well, that.
Thank you, mate. I think they'll talk to you there, Robert.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
When are they finishing it?
You know what? I think it's actually, this is the in look, isn't it, guys? That's what the young lads wear nowadays.
Yeah. Is it a fade?
I think it could be a fade, yeah. I think it's what they call a skin fade, guys, for anyone who can't see on the camera.
He's bowled him.
Great ball, that. Quicker ball, that as well, I think.
Quicker ball. It turned a little bit, though,
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this deck might turn because it's an old wicket. It's the same deck we played against Middlesbrough 2 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, it seemed to turn a bit, that, I think. Did it? I'd love to see a replay.
I think there might actually be a replay on there, but we obviously can't, we're not privy to it. So Smith at the crease now.
So Darren comes in. So yeah, this is
the big partnership here. Yeah, Smith and Grimshaw are the best two players.
Smith and Grimmy. Yeah. It's Darren's last season with us.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows that. Hold on, okay. Brad. What happened? Yeah, I thought Brad has just walked past and didn't believe he was out. He said he hit the floor.
Yeah.
Which so did. A few of our young lads coming past. Yeah, pressure on the bowlers there.
It was out, but
an average age of about 21.
I think actually one of them's got a skin fade as well. Actually. Yeah.
I've played a couple of games in the seconds this year to help out, and some of the chat is like completely above my head now.
Right, so big partnership here. 4-6 for 3, 7 gone. Smith, the man on strike. So Smith, he's been about form since he's only averaging 80.
Yeah, it's bizarre really, because we think Darren's having a random season, shall we say. He's got like duck 100.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, absolutely fine player. Been a great sort of servant for Ram. He's played at various clubs around the league. So we did a podcast last year, a few of us, and we had Darren on. And we tried to work out how many clubs he'd actually played for in Lancashire League. I think it was more than 50%.
I don't think he's still pro for us, actually. I think we might be the only one of the ones he hasn't played for. He's played against us for 4 different teams, I think.
Our head of social media's just walked past, Graham Rackley.
Okay, is it? Right.
He knows nothing about social media, mate, but
he's playing interesting with it.
Yeah.
I know nothing about cricket and the cricket chairman, so it's probably part of the course, to be honest.
There you go. Yeah, but there's one over there.
So I'd say about half his balls have been quicker balls so far, haven't they?
Yeah.
Second over.
Not giving him much air, is he, for anyone to get under?
No,
or
I think maybe that's the way to go.
Should we order a beer?
Yeah, I think we can actually get some table service. Can be a little bit hit and miss out here, I'm not gonna lie. I do prefer to walk down to, there's 2 bars out of that, I much prefer to walk down to, but I only do that. See what's happening with regards to the service. Yeah, we're getting a bit thirsty now. We're 7.5 overs in. Rammy 47 for 3. Pro now bowling at Grimshaw, he's 6 not out. We're joined by Darren Smith at the non-strikes on 1. And another
quicker ball.
Hopefully, we'll just,
It's great work, Tom. You've got somebody's attention there. Just 2 pints, please. Do you want a pint?
No, I'll just have a pint of lemonade with that, so fine.
I'll have a pint of lager, please. Any, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to be picky.
No, Australia goes down very well at this place, yeah.
We've got Peroni.
It's also $5.20 a pint, you know.
We've got Peroni and San Miguel. It's rocket fuel or rocket fuel.
Absolutely, yeah. None of the session lagers around me.
No, we've got Carlin as well.
Okay, right, yeah.
And about 400 different bottles of beer. So yeah, Cole comes on, Cole Heyman.
Well, that's a quick ball, it's bunted into leg side.
It's gone for 4. Bradfield is still wandering around a bit angry about his decision.
Alright, mate, how you doing?
No, that's fucking short, man. I like
Thank
it.
you. Can you switch language, please, Andrew? We are live on YouTube. Sorry, Andrew King there. Can you apologise for the language?
Swear box.
How good is that haircut?
Yeah, how good's the game? I don't know because
I can't see it.
Can't see it because these two are still in front of me. Yeah, but we're only 52 for 3. I'm just going to look for. I've got another co-commentator coming on in a minute. I just need to find where.
So that's quite quick from Cole, that actually. Yeah, Kieran's played it very well.
Yeah. Yeah, sorting out, thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, excellent bar service now. We've got two
it's like
now.
buses.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should have just ordered another two.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's try all different lagers, yeah. Oh, another one here, so we just put that on my car by the way, 2006. Cheers.
So you on lemonade this evening?
I'm on lemonade.
All evening, no?
Yeah, probably have a few drinks tomorrow night, I think.
The game.
I'm going to drive over to Walsall tomorrow. I've got a bit of work to do.
Oh, you play Walsall tomorrow?
Yeah,
what time are you starting early, or?
Starting at 12,
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a trek for us to sort of get over there.
Yeah, it's not an easy place. Well, I say it's not easy. It's a long way for us as well, really.
It gets a bit rough. Maybe bring some of their lads back to do the.
Yeah, we've I've played a couple of times against them, and it's always been a bit tasty.
Well, no, they're good lads, but I don't think you mess with some of them. So.
No, that for me, I think that's the title decider. Not obviously tomorrow's game, but those two teams.
Maybe. Yeah, I think and Norden are doing okay as well. It's we played them in the cup semi-final.
That's if
a week on Sunday.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah.
What will you do if England gets to the final? It'll be
8 o'clock.
So it should be.
So we didn't say no, didn't want to host. We host it instead.
Yeah.
But I think they will do. Yeah. So I think we'll take a couple of coaches over there. That's the plan. So. His ball is seriously quick here. I think. Darren's just knocks it down. Sharp. He's got one to Sharpie there.
54 for 3.
Yeah, this pink ball sort of absolutely flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, playing with this ball for a few seasons, because it's got like almost a little bit more of a plasticky lather on it, and it kind of skids more. Whereas the old balls we used to play with, it was like just a red ball with what almost seemed better quality leather.
It's a slow ball, I think. I think that was.
He's just rolled his wrist. I've had it. One of Rammy's #1 fans.
Right, okay, right.
Record label. He's got a record label if you want a musician.
Has he actually? Yeah. Okay, right.
I'm not quite sure what it's called though. So.
Okay. So is the podcast still ongoing? Is this?
No, the 8 pod. We did 10 episodes and then sacked it off.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Martin Cropper who did it, and with myself and Johnny Datt. Johnny Datt's playing tonight actually.
Yeah.
We kind of did it in the lockdown last year, and Martin obviously cricket started getting played again, and Martin ended up moving down south. So it was just one of them where I'd actually like to get it going again, but it's just time, and
absolutely.
We had some good guests on it, to be honest.
Laura has to do one, aren't they? They've won some sort of award for it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they're doing theirs every week pretty much.
Right, okay, I think
too much time on their hands, I think.
We talked about our game there, sort of, I think that's maybe we should. I feel that we should do one, but it's keeping. Once you start it, you do need to sort of keep going.
Yeah, we said we could maybe do another 8 episodes because like some of the pros that we've had. I mean, the last one we did was Brad Hodge.
All right, brilliant.
Because he pro for us in 2001.
Okay, yeah.
And he was 2001 and 2.
Yeah.
And it was just brilliant. Yeah, I was about 17. Farnworth.
I think Farnworth legend apparently.
I think he was really. That's close. He was really struggling for runs at Farnworth, and the story goes that he, one of the old members was abusing him, saying you're the worst pro we've ever had. He said, "I tell you what, I'll break the club record. You name that bar after me," and he did.
And the bar after,
he was some player. I mean, he was obviously quite young when he's come to us. I think I was about 17, 18.
Yeah, it's sort of. Just strange he didn't play for Australia more.
We
in that era, wasn't
we
it?
spoke that era where the Australian team was superb, and then you had the second team could have played in any test team in the world.
England,
and beat England.
Quite comfortably.
we did speak about that on the podcast. And it was great fun and great company. Oh, that stayed a little bit low. Darren's gone for his slog sweet, which he likes to go to, and stayed a bit low, that one.
It just seems to be up and down, doesn't it? I'm not really sure what I said 170 is a good score, don't I?
Yeah. If we can get to 140, 150.
So end of this over, about to be joined by Ruth Telford, who's going to briefly replace Rob. Rob's coming back with Trigger in the second for the Ramsbottom face.
The pleasure of Johnny Fielding.
So Ruth, Rob.
Hello, Ruth.
So Ruth, a presenter on Ribble FM.
A proper presenter, like us amateurs.
Very official.
And she watches Wally religiously with the family, but doesn't really know
anything about
cricket. Yeah.
Although I do
cricket,
like looking at outfits.
Yeah, well, it's nice and bright, the yellow one, the Clitheroe one.
And I just think the shin pads are a little bit long.
The white pads.
Very white shin pads.
Absolutely. Okay.
Are you with it?
Yeah.
You're actually watching the cricket then,
I'm briefly watching it. Yeah. Actually, in like top cricket, they wear like colours. They wear like these things, don't they, over them to make.
Yeah,
them
they
the same
put
colour.
like sort of a netting over them.
To make it the same colour as the kit. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's ingenious, isn't it? Really.
Maybe,
I love a bit of colour coordination.
Cross merchandising.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what else I like. I really like the purple wires that Ribble FM have kindly brought for you today.
Yeah. No, so Ruth was you were on the midday show today, weren't you? Then you just flown in now.
Absolutely, by helicopter.
By helicopter.
Okay,
That's what the noise was.
There. I don't know if there are beers that have gone, but hopefully there's more to come. But yeah, flown in today, Ruth.
For my debut presentation.
Absolute debut presenter, yes. So I think we're going to have hopefully a couple of guests at half time. I'm going to try and get Trigger on at half time, maybe.
I'll get him over.
Trigger off the Delboy.
Trigger off the Delboy, yeah. Off only fills.
Yeah,
it can just maybe talk about, I don't know, maybe talk about his time at Clitheroe or something briefly. And I think Charlie Jewess reluctantly might come over for a bit as well and have a bit of a chat with us. One of the crowd favourites. So.
It's literally like talking to two different people today.
Yeah.
Because he rocked up to my show this afternoon.
I believe
with
so.
His big fluffy beard, hair all over, he looked like Rapunzel. And now look at him, skinhead.
There's rumours about my haircut in Ramsbottom.
Yeah, no, one of our
it.
fans said, there was Tom in Ramsbottom earlier. I said, well, I'll go and ask him.
No. Oh, are you from Ramsbottom?
Yeah.
It's nice there, isn't it?
It's lovely there, yeah. It's very nice.
What's your cricket club like then?
It's very nice actually, yeah. It's really nice. We're just saying we're a bit off the beaten track. We're in the town, but just off like down a lane really, so we're not on the main road, so we don't get as much passing trade as Clitheroe, but it's a lovely ground.
Yeah, nice setting.
Yeah, really nice.
Nice shops there too.
Yes, there is nice shops, yeah. Right, am I, shall I go?
Yeah, so Rob's going to briefly adjourn until the second innings when he's coming back with
Johnny.
Favourite,
Johnny Fielding.
Yeah.
He can tell all the stories.
Absolutely. So
right, Ruth, are you sitting down now? Brilliant.
Now
Cheers, Tom.
By Ruth. Who's making cheers, mate. He's making a second appearance at Clitheroe CC this season. Good to be down here, Ruth.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
what an evening.
It's a nice night for Ed.
It certainly is.
Dave's got himself nestled down at the bottom, is he, with the football on?
Dave's nestled down there. He's just managed to bump into Ross Hibbert, who we had on the show with us today.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if anybody wants to listen again on Ribble FM, they can just go on the Ribble Valley Live show and listen again. It's been a hoot, hasn't it?
It was very good, actually.
Really good.
You're a very good presenter. You sort of got everyone into it, didn't you?
Well,
I'm not quite shy and retiring after Ross.
Don't compliment me because I'll only agree. Oh dear.
So halfway stage here, it's 20 overs, which you got to grips with the 20 overs.
I've got the 20 bit, yes, yeah. So we're nearly halfway there, are we? I can't see the scoreboard. Where's the scoreboard? There it is. So we've got 10 overs down.
Yeah, so 10 overs into a halfway, at the halfway point, they're on 60. I think a good score's probably about 160.
Oh.
But they
we're happy with that then, as
we're reasonably
Clitheroe.
happy, but yeah, so this lad here is one of our stars, Cole Heyman, now bowling quite quickly at the bottom.
Very fast, yeah. Backstop needs to be doing a bit more though.
Yeah, wicketkeeper, yeah. So yeah, he stopped it, which is...
that's good.
And then we've got Grimshaw here on strike for Ramsbottom, who's who's I think his brother plays football. You familiar?
Oh yeah, of course, Liam.
I think is that what
Yes,
called?
yeah.
So he's captain of Ramsbottom.
Is he?
And then the pro at the other end, Darren Smith, who's like the main man in the league cricket. He's South African, but he lives over here. He's a top player.
Isn't it a small world?
Yeah.
So yeah, he went to the same school as Nina.
Right. Okay. Right.
Which is.
So yeah, he's very. Kieran's he's a very talented sportsman, isn't he?
Right. That's good. So let's talk outfits here then.
Yeah.
Why in a cricket match? Okay. I mean, I've put white on tonight so that I could just blend in. Yeah. And then they're all in fluorescent colours. What's that all about? So the idea in the
2020s, you sort of get dressed up in your colours, essentially.
And your Sunday best.
Well,
that's a little promotion for a shop that's in Ramsbottom, actually.
Right, so that's a white. So Cole's just gone a bit wide here, down leg side. In the 2020 you can wear coloured kits, which I think the idea is that people...
They feel like they're having a different night out.
A bit night. Some of the kids have kits as well,
that's cute.
Or one of them over there, with a bright yellow.
Oh, you can certainly spot them.
Absolutely. I personally think it's a bit too bright, but
no, I like it.
We had a bright orange one before, like an Adidas one, which I quite liked.
Yeah, I think they're good for a tan as well. They make you look browner than you actually are. Neon colours. Yeah. Oh no, they look really nice. So why do they all wear different coloured caps? Is it just they can bring their own?
They should be in black caps really tonight.
So. Do they get fined?
No, they should maybe.
Oh, they should get fined for the Christmas pot.
So absolutely, well, it's not a Christmas pot. It's basically like a fine spot. And we go away at the end of the season with it, so it'd be like Leeds or Newcastle. Yeah.
Really?
End of September, maybe
for a little blowout.
Dewey's wedding, possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, normally. T20 night, black trousers, black caps, whites, they wear green caps. There's a bit of cross capping going on tonight, which you
bit of cross capping.
Oh, it's gone for 4.
Oh.
Under edge, and it's sort of gone past the keeper, and it's still away for 4.
Good job that screen was there, otherwise we'd be looking for that, wouldn't we?
So all these boards will protect the cars a little bit as well.
Yeah, unlike Brinskull.
Yeah, well, I did hear rumours that your car got hit, and so was it bad, the damage?
Big bad dent in it. Yeah, very upset. So CD from Worley, you've got a lot to answer for if you're listening.
Okay. Has he paid the bill or what?
No, he's not had the wrath of me either yet.
Has he had the invoice sent yet? I was just waiting on that.
And he's here, I've seen him. Yeah. I think he's avoiding me actually.
I don't blame him. Oh, did he drop that? Okay, it's good pace that. It's absolutely flown through. So this is in the context again. This is a big wicket to get. So you've got your family down. You've got Yanni, who's playing for Wall. He's come down.
He's coming down later. Okay. It's just having his tea.
Right. Okay.
And Nina's coming. So that'll be nice. My little dancer.
Yeah, and she's actually got quite into cricket. She was telling me she's actually started like. What did you say? She's told me or maybe she was just trying.
What did she tell you?
That she's got into cricket a bit, and she's like she follows it. She knows.
She does go watching. I couldn't answer that without. I have no idea. But I do think that anybody who doesn't enjoy sitting in the sunshine having a little beer or whatever, it's just I mean, I can't believe how many people are here.
Yeah,
it's chocker.
Yeah.
Absolutely
busy
brilliant.
Down at that bottom bar, so there's a couple of bars down at the bottom. I think it'll like second innings it'll get a lot busier, I think.
Yeah, well, people are just coming home from work, aren't they? They've got to have the tea. Jess and Matt are on a quick Hello Fresh.
Yeah, and sometimes you sneak past the gate man second innings as well. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So people are not daft, are they? I mean,
Absolutely.
£3 £3 at the end of the day.
Precisely.
What are you drinking?
I'm just on a lemonade this evening.
Lemonade.
Not drinking, I don't think. I'll just save myself for tomorrow.
You don't want to be slurring your words, do you?
Absolutely not. So we thought we might be joined by Joseph Nutter tonight, but I don't know where he is.
Is he stuck in traffic on the way back from Manchester?
It says there's a crane arriving at work or something like that.
A crane?
That's you do, yeah.
Does he work with BirdLife?
No, I don't know. I don't ask a lot about his bird life.
I'm telling you now, you would know. He would tell.
Ramp shot just for 1 down to Cole.
He's probably tuning in on YouTube right now.
He will be listening now,
yeah.
So Cole here, box office star. He's the quick bowler who's been in here. We've got Sam Halstead at the bottom end. He's the grandson of Jimmy Adamson, former Burnley manager. Don't you?
Really? Yes, I do.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
So lived in my house before Chaz for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
You will have anyone, won't you?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Waifs and strays.
He's a nice guy. Yeah. settled in very nicely. It wasn't the most intellectual conversation me and him have ever had, but you know.
Don't matter though, does it? Bit of company.
We enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah. What does your neighbour think?
Well, yeah.
Beth's granddad.
I think he might be coming down tonight. Yeah.
He's got lovely blue eyes, Beth's granddad.
Yeah.
Oh, he really has. I think that's where she must get hers from.
And then we've got Peter did fielding the ball. Oh, that's Ali Ross. Fans' favourite Ali Ross down at mid-wicket there, fielding the ball. Ramsbottom 71 for 3.
Somebody Ross, so is that?
Ali, so that's he goes out with Tones, you know.
He's the. I knew the name. So he's the Australian.
Yeah.
Is he the pro?
No. So
No, just Australian.
Just Australian.
Yeah. Because you know, normally when they're from a foreign country, you normally end it with pro, don't you?
He's got a British passport, so it lives over here.
Right.
And then we've got the pro down at sort of long on there, Mansour.
Right. Okay.
And then the Jewish brothers there, sort of Jack and Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
Tazzy
They're very different, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those people and the way they look as well.
Yeah. So apparently now we've got to sanitise every 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, it slows the game.
Do you think
down.
that'll all change?
I think it's
soon?
after really. It seems it's probably a bit messy.
I'm not being funny. They're all catching the ball anyway.
I don't think the ball carries COVID. I think they found that.
I think they used to worry about that, didn't they? But I don't think it
I
does
don't
now.
think it's even that legitimate concern. So we've got A. Jewis, then we've got Sarah Jewis with some cheese slices.
Hello, Sarah Jewis.
We've got Jack Jewis with the ball in hand.
Yeah, all the Jewis are carrying something.
Jewis, yeah, so they're all and we've got Michael Jewis on the bar, have we? No, he's gone. Okay, so we've got.
It's been a busy bee on that barbecue though. Yeah. And making a very good smell, might I add.
Yeah, it's actually really good. But Farnsworth burgers,
sausages. Delicious.
Yeah, in Wall, yeah.
Farnsworth with sausages as well. Yeah. Can't beat them.
Yeah, really good.
Absolutely cannot beat them.
So we've got those guys on the barbecue tonight, and Jack Jewis thinks of all now. I think he's a barbecue fan himself as well.
Everybody loves a barbecue, absolutely. Don't they? I bet Ali loves a barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah, shrimp. Bit fishy that for me.
Absolutely. So into the attack with the dot ball. So this is a big partnership here. This basically it's could turn the game here if these two get going.
Really?
Yeah.
Because we're at 72 now.
Yeah. So he's probably the top professional in the league.
Is he? Yeah. And where are Ramsbottom as opposed to Clitheroe?
Well, we're in the same. So there's 2 divisions, and we're both in the top division. And Ramsbottom were doing really well. They've lost 2 or 3 players this year, and they haven't been doing quite as well, but I think they'll fancy themselves in the 2020. They've been doing really well in the short.
Have they?
The game.
Yeah. Is that because they're a bit older?
I don't know. It's just they've just lost. When you lose 2 or 3 players, sometimes you just get a bit
confidence, a bit knocked.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So, but yeah, we played them on Saturday and won, but tonight, we'll just have to see what happens.
There's a lot of cricket being played at the minute as well.
Absolutely,
I would imagine these guys are getting a bit tired because I wouldn't like to stand up for 6 hours, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
A lot sort of triple headers playing Friday, Saturday.
Here we go. Yes.
That's a great stop.
What a stop.
Yeah, okay.
That was nearly a 4.
So that's Sam Orsted there. That's a fantastic stop there.
Yeah, very good.
Hands as well.
Good job they're the black trousers, otherwise they'd have proper green stains on, wouldn't they? Purcell to the rescue.
Absolutely.
Lucky kids are happy kids.
We've got the caps in at mid off, so Peter's behind. So actually, he's wearing 2 caps. He's got someone else's screen cap on top of his black.
Really?
Not good, is it?
Not caps for England then.
No, unfortunately not. And then Tom Lord is sort of our big hitting opener. He's at cover.
He's your big hitter?
Big hitting opener, yeah. He smacks a big boy, yeah.
So, does he? Right, okay. So are those cars all down there safe?
No, absolutely not, yeah.
No.
We're going over the clubhouse if he gets going. So he's done really well this year.
Some hit that then?
Yeah.
Blimey. Well, I've been very cautious tonight and I've parked my car a long way away and walked down.
So you're not even on the ground here?
I'm not even about, no. I'm very much up by my daughter's house.
Yeah, okay.
I just thought, if anybody can hit that far, they deserve to break my window.
So it's your second time down. Have you been to Cricket Club before the show? Would you have ever been down here or not?
I have been, because when Don was at Ribblesdale, they used to play on here sometimes.
Right, okay.
So he was in the cricket team for school.
But no,
I don't know how, I've just not really paid very much attention, but I feel like at that time, and every time I go to cricket, I always get chatting.
Yeah.
And there's so much to talk about, and then all of a sudden there's a game going on, and I've not noticed. How bad's that?
No, it's fine. It's
naughty. But I do like a good slogger. I do like it when they slog it for 6. Yeah. There's another Dewhurst going by.
Another Dewhurst as well, yeah.
Crack, it's full of them.
Yeah,
Clitheroe's full of them. So what they're doing now, they're just swapping about?
Just swapping ball in here. So I think, is Tom Logue going to come on ball? No. No, this is... No, this isn't Tom Logue. I don't know where they're going here. Sam Holstead's coming on the bottom end, yeah. Sam Holstead's staying at the bottom end.
Oh, they're looking for the ball, aren't they?
I
think so. Well, somebody is. They're down there looking.
No, we're back up. Okay. Stu's got the ball. Oh,
have you only got one ball? Because obviously when somebody slogs it for 6, you'll have to have another.
Yeah, you have like 3 or 4 spares.
Yeah.
Like guys like Reed and stuff like that, they just lose balls up because of the time.
How expensive are they?
Yeah, dear, I think. Yeah,
are they?
20, 30 quid or something like that.
Ooh, so it's a lot to lose, but it's great if you're a kid and you just find one.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Balding. That's the pro goal by Sam Holstead. It's a big wicket, Clitheroe. They're absolutely buzzing about it.
Brilliant. That's a great move, that, isn't it?
Yeah, so he's tried to sweep him across the line there. Ball top of our.
Bales are off, Bales.
Yeah, and Sweet D's by Beyonce is on. The lads are absolutely bouncing around. Danny Turner walking past here. I think he's happy about that dismissal, I'm not sure. Yeah, happy with that one, Danny? Darren Smith there, you happy with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's all he's got to say, mate. Danny Turner, the tireman, Clitheroe, yeah, just getting a bit of
tireman there, look. Yeah. No, he came down here. I thought he worked 24/7.
No, he's a busy man.
He's a very busy man.
He's got a new...
They've got a new setup, haven't they, on Kendall Street?
Yeah, so it's literally like 2 minutes from
opposite gyms.
Yeah, it's all going on this particular road, off Chetwood Road, yeah.
Brilliant.
Where Matt and Jess obviously live as well.
Does anybody ever get a cricket ball down on Kendall Street, do you reckon?
Yeah, no, it's too far.
Too far?
Someone reckons it down to the vets once, but I've never seen that. So it's a big hit. If you live on White Drive, you've got a bit of netting up here, you're in danger, really.
Yeah, definitely.
And you do get a few complaints, really, but... Yeah, I did say they should have thought about them houses when they built this cricket ground.
Absolutely.
In 1862.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the people buying it in 2021 clearly might get cross.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, those poor people. I'll tell you what, if you lived in one of those terraces across there, what a cracking view.
Oh, it's fantastic, yeah.
Beautiful.
You can sort of see the game.
I think I'd do a little roof terrace, would you?
Absolutely, yeah. So, funnily you say roof terrace, so the plan is, I was saying to you next year,
on the little white building.
On top of the white building and build the roof terrace out. Potentially put some sort of scaffolding around this scorebox building, paint it white, and get like DJs, bands up on the top there, playing down.
Oh my goodness.
To over the top, to that sort of crowd down there.
Wonderful.
The Estrella Party Stand, we call it, sort of down there.
The what?
The Estrella Party Stand, we call it.
Apparently you have to say Estrella.
Estrella, yeah, you probably do.
You know what, but
right, yeah.
We're from Clitheroe, what can we do?
We just have to say Estrella, yeah. So.
Oh, yes, I've been corrected by the bar lady today.
Right, okay, well, it's okay.
She said Estrella. I went, is that how it is? I thought it was Estrella. She said, well, if you're from Clitheroe, it is. So, well, it is then. Jungo.
Right, there's
a 4.
That's 5 wides.
Was it not a 4?
Well, it's a 4 and a wide, so you get 5.
Do you get 5?
Yeah.
You're joking? You get extra for a wide?
Yeah, and gets to the ball as well. So, yeah,
Hey, it's all shocking stuff.
Absolutely, you're just learning a bit, sort of.
I know, but I'll have forgotten that.
No, well, yeah, so a wide, an extra ball, and a run on top of whatever happens. So.
Wow, what's going past here now? Oh, onions. I thought they were undercooked chips.
No.
Or you can smell it.
That
smells nice. I love onions when they go past the smell. I like how everybody brings the deck chairs as well and just, make sure they're nice and comfy. Yeah. Well, you have to because you never know when the sun's going to get behind a tree and you'll get cold.
Yeah.
I've missed my 2020s though. There's been, I've been to quite a few, but then I've missed a few. And because there's been a lot, hasn't there?
Yeah, the last sort of 6 weeks. It's good. It's sort of like in the height of summer. The weather's been good for it this year.
Weather's been perfect.
It's good for like clubs Friday night. They tend to get quite a lot of people on to watching and drinking.
I know we had a not very great May, but seriously, we've been happy days, haven't we? Yeah.
Might go off a little bit next week, but fingers crossed we sort of.
No, I think we're good. How nice does St Mary's Church look from here?
Oh, fantastic!
What a stunning building.
You've got us been here for since 1800s. You've got the old church and the castle there. You've got a lot of Clitheroe history there.
Very much so. How many years old is the castle? Do you know?
I wouldn't like to comment.
No, we need to Google that, don't we? Where's there a Google kind of person?
Is there one of Dom Telford's put a hole in penalties, put a hole in Clitheroe Castle? I can't remember who they say that about. At Clitheroe FC, they say the striker who played there in the 80s, one of his penalties put a hole in.
I don't think it'll have been Dom Telford, to be honest. I have a funny feeling he wasn't really born then.
Absolutely.
Being his mum.
I was just playing on that joke. So.
Yeah.
So no, and then that's the church there that your daughter,
my beautiful daughter and my new son-in-law,
a couple of weeks ago,
got married at. What a service! What's the vicar like? He's amazing. Absolutely brilliant.
I think his kids might have played up here.
And you know, we didn't have any songs, hymns, or anything. You're not allowed because of COVID. We all had mass on in the church. And he made it an absolute hoot. It was hilarious.
Yeah, he's really good,
he was fabulous. I loved it.
So the new batsman here, I don't know who it is for Rami, but they're just trying to get that rated down for 4.
So have we still got Grimmy in?
We've still got Grimmy at the non-strikers, so he's the captain now.
Grimmy is?
Yeah.
So do they call him captain or do they call him skipper or boss or
what? Captain, yeah, probably, yeah.
You don't know?
Well, it depends. I think it's personal preference, isn't
it? Is it? I don't know. Like
skipper.
In football, it's definitely skipper.
Yeah, in cricket as well, the captain's a lot more involved. The captain's a bit like the manager, really. Like,
oh, really?
You have to make
big job.
You have to make all the decisions on the pitch, whereas the captain in football, you just sort of wear the armband a lot of time.
Yeah.
You're a talisman for the club, but like Dibby will be picking the bowler and the fielding positions and who does what sort of thing.
Oh wow, so it is a big position then. It's quite.
You're effectively the sort of manager as well on the pitch.
And do you normally stay captain for all day, or all season? Of course, all day.
So,
for all season.
Yeah.
You know.
So you nominate someone at the start of the season, or before.
And do the team nominate?
Well, no, you have.
Do they all have
like an AGM and people who want to do it? It's not a big pool a lot of the time. But put their hands up to sort of do it. Ramsbottom have actually changed their captain this year. That's not sort of.
Is it unusual?
Unusual, it's uncommon. Is what the word I was looking for. Yeah. So, but Peter's been the captain for sort of 3 years now.
Peter Hours.
Peter Dib, yeah. So he's
Peter Dib.
Yeah, Mr. Dib. So he teaches at Pendle School here.
Oh, does he?
So it's a nice sort of.
Sir Dib.
Yeah, so we get a lot of the sort of kids coming.
Is he actually called Dib, or are you just shortening his name? Not called Dibble or all?
No, it's called Peter Dib. Yeah, it's not a very. I've never known anyone else called Dib actually before.
No, me either. Oh, flipping it.
So that's a good stop by the pro there.
Great stop. I actually felt like that was going to go for a 6. It looked like a right whack that.
Yeah, just bounced into the ground. The pros picked it up. So we fielded pretty well actually so far.
Very well.
We've been on the. We're having a good season so far, but you never know what'll sort of happen tonight.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. These
so I can actually commentate here and say the bowler is Dewey.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Jack Dewhurst.
Yeah.
There we go. Way. Was that a good ball?
It's driven away for 1, 2. Dibby just behind the side screen there for us.
So are we happy with that? We're not happy with that?
We're happy with this so far. So 91 for 4 with 5 left. I think a good score was probably 160, 170.
And we will be happy with that, will we?
We will, but in a knockout
anything
game,
can happen.
Anything can happen. Knockout game, chasing, pressure's on.
Love this song, don't you?
Yeah, it's such a karaoke favourite, man. I've done it with Matt Brown before. I don't know if you might have seen the video.
I have seen you on karaoke, and I have to say, you are good.
I enjoy it,
yeah.
I've got a great voice.
Do you want to just give us a little whirl on this now?
No, it's more, I think you've got to be in there.
Got to feel a bit more loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, no. So
it's gone off.
Sam Olstead, okay. Back.
So in T20s, do they often play music?
Yeah. So normally, do they not do that in the world?
Yeah, they do. I don't know if it's the same.
Yeah, so 4 and 6s and 2 year olds play with music.
I just thought they were doing it because Dutch likes to get his decks out.
No, well, that might be part of it. No, they love it. And then, so the winners tonight go through to a finals day. I think I was telling you, they don't know where it will be played yet, but one of the 4 winners of the quarterfinals day will host the finals day. And look, at 10 o'clock in the morning, the first game's on at 10:30. And all 4 teams coming up.
Is this the T40?
Yeah, no, well, yeah, we're thinking of calling it T40, but I did point out that the T stands for 20.
T stands for 20, so that's,
so it's like F40, but yeah, and it's actually 60 because there's 2 semi-finals.
Dave said that. He said it's 60 actually. I'm like, stop spoiling me joke, it was well funny.
So that's a brilliant day because all the clubs will bring like a coach with all the supporters on.
Really?
Yeah. So I think last
What
time...
if you get bad weather?
Well, yeah, they rearranged it for a different date. So Ramsbottom had it, and they had to rearrange 3 different times actually.
No way.
Yeah, they sort of. But in the end,
I have a funny feeling we're in for a good summer.
I don't. Yeah.
I've not heard anything. I just kind of feel we deserve it. We're owed it, aren't we?
Absolutely. But you can get to that date. It's the best day of the year.
And when will that be?
That's
all
25th of July. Sunday, 25th of July.
25th of July. Oh,
so
guess who's in town?
As well. Right, okay.
I'm here.
You're here.
Oh,
okay.
Wow. So, and where could it be then? So it could be here, Ramsbottom.
So whoever wins out the 4 semi-final,
quarters.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's us in Ramsbottom. I'm going to say Church and Great Harwood.
Yeah.
Norden and Walsden. Burnley and...
Burnley's a nice
Crompton.
ground.
Yeah, Turf Moor. That's your sort of
stomping ground.
Your stomping ground.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
And they get some big crowds on. I think they probably they'd have had over 1,000 at make up for the last one in 2019. Worsley Cup final in 2018 was Burnley Lower House. I think they probably had 3,500.
Really? Are Burnley a good club then?
Burnley a good club. Lower House got quite good
Lower
support
House,
as well.
that's a nice ground as well, isn't it?
Sort of Rose Grove, so they've got good support. So.
Yeah.
And then we also play in the semi-finals of the Cup a week on Sunday, and the winners of that host the final. Of the cup final.
Oh wow!
So we could.
So everybody really wants to host it because that'll be a big money earner, won't it?
So,
especially if they bring charabangs.
Don't know what charabangs are.
It's a coach.
Is it? Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
it's an old-fashioned term.
Yeah, so they only bring the charabangs over with them with a few spectators on.
Bring it charas, blimey.
And obviously, and the T20 said the game's starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. By 7 o'clock at night, people are sort of quite well oiled.
I'll bet they are, but I bet the players aren't. I bet they're as stiff as.
Absolutely.
Gosh.
So, but yeah, it's the one to sort of play in that. I think as a player and the one to go for as a spectator, it's a brilliant day. So, and we were fortunate enough to win it at Darwin in 2017.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
I just want to change the subject 100%.
Yeah.
Look in the sky. Paragliding.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How wonderful.
Sometimes we have balloons over there as well.
Yeah, lovely.
It's a nice night.
What a nice night for that. Gosh, I bet that's gorgeous up there.
Yeah, it's nice and warm tonight.
Yeah, beautiful. The atmosphere is just... I almost felt like it needed to maybe thunder a little bit earlier, but it's just gone a little bit cooler, which is nice. But they'll be buzzing up there.
Yeah.
How lovely. Where have they jumped off? Do you reckon Pendle Hill?
Possibly, yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know though, really. They're kind of going towards Pendle rather than away. Maybe along Ridge Fell or somewhere.
Possibly. Yeah, that'd be that way, yeah.
Yeah. What a lovely vision.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. I wonder if they can spot these guys in high-vis outfits.
I hope so.
They'll think there's a road traffic.
So I do think you've got sort of fantastic views. If we could get something, we talked about this end, sort of getting a roof terrace sort of up this end as well.
That would be
the
so
views
nice.
of the sort of Pendle over there are absolutely fantastic, aren't they?
Stunning, yeah.
I mean, it's not quite settled, is it? But it's different.
Do you know what? It's just different.
Yeah, it's in a town centre.
A beautiful historic town centre.
Yeah.
I think it's gorgeous. Major disappointment though, the registry office. Have you been there?
No, it's down there, isn't it?
Oh, flipping eh?
Yeah, it's not.
That one's knocking down.
Well, yeah, and they're charging a song for it, aren't they?
Absolute fortune. Yeah. And they don't give you your money back if you change your mind.
That's so
I've heard. So rumour would have it. Here's Lee Rowe, my boss from the Ribble.
Back here from Lee Rowe, cricket aficionado. So yeah, we probably should go back to the game briefly.
Oh, cricket, yes,
Rams up 9-7 for 4, with 3 and a bit left. Jack Jewett bowling here at. I don't know who the Ramsbottom batsmen, but I think we'll be very happy with this so far. How's it going so far, Lee? The camera production, is everyone happy?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
This light really helps.
Yeah.
But it's not too bright.
As in daylight. Do you mean?
Yeah.
Or them floodlights we've not lit. So going back to outfits, even the refs don't wear, umpires don't wear whites, do they?
I didn't think of that. They're wearing green and blue. Yeah.
So it's really a chance for you to get right, Doldo.
Absolutely. Lee Rowe on brand there as well, with Ribble FM polo as well. Yeah.
I'm on my best behaviour now because he's my boss, double boss. That's me on best behaviour.
I know you mentioned it earlier, but what a great skyline that, isn't it? When you look from here, that view. of the castle and then St Mary's Church.
Absolutely.
Looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic view. Yeah, out there.
Stunning.
Fantastic. And then that's if you go sort of above these houses, that's a brilliant view of Pendle.
Gorgeous. You'll have a nice view of Pendle from the back of your house, won't you?
Kind of do. It's kind of obscured by the factory behind it, unfortunately.
I'm not being funny. You're that tall. You can see over there.
I can. Maybe go for a third. Maybe go for a third story. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, really? Nice one. I know where there's one for sale.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's still for sale. Yeah.
Has it gone?
I don't know. Possibly. Yeah. No, it's up where the hostel was, isn't it? On the
yes.
estate.
Nice estate.
That. There,
on the west side.
And even the east side's improving, I bet.
The east side is good.
It's sort of up and coming. It's the place to be, I think.
So talking about you being a tall guy, just how tall are you, Bales?
6'5".
6'5".
Yeah.
That's tall, up
Absolutely.
to a 5'2" guy.
Marcus is probably the same height, I think. Yeah.
What?
Marcus, we both got. I think it's probably the same height.
Is
6'5" as well,
yeah.
Considerably better at cricket than I am. That's the only difference.
Yeah, but he won't be more knowledgeable. Look at you, you're absolutely on the money with the knowledge.
Maybe. It's,
yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's out. I think
Oh,
it's
somebody's going to catch
no,
him.
It's in the gap. In the gap.
Do they not get it?
No,
I can't see for the board.
Unfortunately, we were obscured by the sides.
Yeah, a little bit of an obstruction.
It's quite quick that, and he's sort of. Call his ball seriously quick to that with this pink ball.
Do you get many injuries then at cricket?
A few. Jack Jewis is always liable for injury.
Is he? Yeah. Is he the little baby? Always crying because he's hurting.
He's prone. He's very injury prone. Yeah.
Is he? Oh. But seriously, do they get seriously bad injuries? Some of them, or can they? You know,
they
like
can
the professionals.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's a great stop by Sharp. He's palmed it around the corner, but it's gone for. No, it's gone for 4.
Nearly went for that silver car, never mind 4.
It's gone for 4. That looks like Nutter's car there, isn't it? That's not Nutter's car, is it?
It could be Nutter's car, and where's Nutter when he's needed? Absolutely nowhere to be seen.
Where's he hiding from? If he's down there, he could be down there.
He'll be there with Dave.
I think he's down there talking to Dave.
Yeah, he will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could be down there.
I think I need binoculars. My vision's not
Dave's
quite good enough.
Yeah, he's in there.
Dave should be doing a handstand, then I could see his green trousers.
Yeah, there we go. We've got a double hot dog here with someone enjoying a burger.
They look and smell good. You've got tomato ketchup on your lip. Do you not?
Are you enjoying the barbecue down here tonight?
We are, yeah.
Having a lovely evening out there so
I
far?
don't want to sit there.
I don't know. We're live on air actually.
It's ever so funny when people are walking past and they're just having a little chit chat and they don't realise that we're actually live, which is nice.
So we think we're over 90 viewers tonight. I think
that's really good.
Numbers, yeah.
So is that people maybe from Ramsbottom or somewhere that can't
or
join?
somewhere around the world? They sort of watch it as sort of
really?
Kieran swings one away for 4 there. And gets us sort of a bit
so
more
we could be very, well, I personally could be very annoying.
Big in Australia, I think.
Not knowing really anything about cricket.
You've not broken the Australian market yet, have you? So I think
that's very true.
That could
Follow me on Insta, Ruth Ribble.
Yeah.
Come on, all you Aussies. Oh dear, could get a nice little radio show going there. I don't know if I could do the trip though.
Oh,
that's a 4.
So this is promising now. So Kieran Grimshaw moves on to 35, and Ramsbottom move on to 113. They're just getting a bit of a score to defend here. So there's probably 2.2 overs left, I think. This Cole, he can take wickets, but he can also go for a few runs with extra pace on the ball.
Right, that's good.
Can just manoeuvre it around a bit.
Oh, well, I suppose it's good if you're from Ramsbottom.
Good if you're from Ramsbottom. Yeah, but it's going to make definitely a good game of it, I think. They're getting up to a competitive score here. 130 for
yeah, because when I came in, they were only on about 60, weren't they?
That's a wide, so that's another one. So that's another run and another ball.
Tell me about the LBW rule then.
So LBW, so basically if the ball hits your pad, it's going to hit the stumps.
But if you got your foot in the box, or is it called the box?
The crease?
The crease.
Yeah.
Well, that bit in front of the bails, is that the crease?
Yeah.
So if you've got your foot on that and the ball hits your pad,
when you're bowling,
does that mean you're out? Because sometimes you're in, aren't you? Because I've thought, oh, he's out LBW, and then like, well, no, he's not. And like, well, how can he not be? I've heard it hit the ball.
So for those who aren't, so the amount of people out there who are getting into this, so
for all the learners out there.
Absolutely, for all the learners out there, basically, that really doesn't have a lot of bearing on it. It's whether if the ball's going to hit the stumps and it hits your pad, the majority of the time, it's out.
Ah, that's a shame, isn't it?
Otherwise,
goodness me, God bless you.
People would kick the ball away and to stop it from. I'll put the pad in the way to stop it hitting the stumps and things like that. So you can only supposed to use your bat.
I see. And for anybody worried that he's got corona, it's just hay fever.
It's just hay fever. I've had 2 vaccinations.
Oh yeah. He's COVID clean.
COVID clean. Yeah.
So if you are listening abroad,
yeah.
How are you doing with the COVID? Are you locked down there? Down under.
I think
they absolutely locked it off, didn't they?
They did, yeah. But then I think now they're sort of getting random outbreaks and things like that. But I don't think
we're going to have to live with it, aren't we? Random outbreaks.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you what, they're going to have to open it up if I get my show down there.
Absolutely.
Can't do Fridays because here.
Absolutely.
I have to be back.
That's a good point to make.
Flipping heck, I'm going to be exhausted with all that travel. I hope they pay the expenses. Oh dear.
So 2 overs left now, 1.4 over.
Do you know what I'm noticing? There's no birds.
There normally are a few, I think.
Yeah.
Like, a few sorts, crows, I think you have a few crows on there. Another.
Yeah, because there are some lovely trees, but there's not really much bird life, which is quite surprising.
Yeah. So Ramsbottom will be happy here. They've got Kieran Grimshaw back on strike. I think there's 9 balls to go in the innings. They'll be thinking they get up to 140. They've got a competitive score, I think.
Right. Got another question for you, Bales. Yeah. Why is the ball like that orangey pink?
Because they like to use a coloured ball in T20 just for it to be a bit different.
They're just doing everything fancier, aren't they?
But in county T20, economically,
no.
we carry on with the white.
That's what I would do.
But it's probably a bit expensive just to play with a different colour ball, so they go for the pink ball.
Yeah, 20 quid a ball, it will be.
Well, no, but the side screens cost like £2 each.
Well, you just paint this side, turn it round. Could you not do that?
Okay, yeah.
That's what I would do, because look,
that's a great shot,
they're just the same, aren't they?
Yeah, okay, so you're saying paint the back of it black and the front of it white.
And then when you need the black,
thank you.
The black one, turn it round.
Yep.
Lemonade, she said, wink, wink. She didn't even ask me. And then, why don't you think about that? And then you can go into another level.
Absolutely, that is actually not a bad shout,
brilliant idea. So,
I don't know if every club will be able to do that because they've got like different types of side screens at different clubs. But
I just think if you've got a screen, you've got a screen. Happy days. So, crikey, that was, and I bet he hurt himself. Talking about injuries then, that looked like he hurt himself when he fell. Yeah, he's hurt his shoulder, bless him. Rubbing it.
It's actually gone down the little ginnel that goes towards the skin.
Yeah, definitely. Not many people know what a ginnel is that don't come from Lancashire.
Okay, right.
I found that when I married a Geordie.
What do you call it outside of?
A little alley.
An alley.
Yeah,
okay.
But they've no idea what a ginnel is.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that out on my wedding day when all these Geordies were there, and I said, we went down this little ginnel, and they're like, ginnel? What's a ginnel? So, yeah.
Right, yeah, I didn't know.
Just a little Lancashire term, I think, that.
And that's squirted away by Kieran Grimshaw, and he's gone for 1. I think he keeps a strike there in the last over. So, so Ramley will be hoping for sort of double figures off this last over, get to sort of 135. We're going to be joined by, I think, this chap over here is coming over a bit of celeb. I think he's going to come over at half time. I think they said get some people involved.
Right, that'd be nice.
Well, I've not had much time to find people, so I think
there's a celebrity, look, Jack Dewars.
Jack Dewars won't speak to us.
Is he camera shy? Or microphone shy?
Yeah, Charlie Dewars asked to come over.
Creased me today when Ross had had his hair cut for the radio.
Absolutely, yeah.
One he has. Oh, I like this song. It's back on again.
Yeah, white lads, How's it going?
All right, boys. A few little boys going past. Not that little, very tall actually. Yeah. And what I also love about cricket is everybody brings the dogs, which is nice.
Absolutely. Well, some grounds don't like it though, do they?
I think most do. Lytham, do they not too fancy over there?
But
yeah.
That's out. So
That is
quicker
out.
ball, and that's a big wicket for Clitheroe.
Is that Kieran Grimshaw out now?
He's gone for 44. And Ramsbottom 124 for 5 with 5 balls. Yeah. So we're going to have a. So you're going to meet your first guest at half-time. So Johnny Fielding, he used to be professional, he's going to come over at half-time.
Used to be a professional.
Do
I need to be like all nervous?
Yeah, I think he's even.
And, you know, like super excited.
Yeah, we'll ask for his. So he was a professional at Clitheroe for 2 years in the 90s. Okay, ask for his autograph. Yeah.
What's his name?
Johnny Fielding.
I'll tell him I've followed his career.
So I think he's what to say, he's vice chairman at Ramsbottom now, so that's his club.
Oh, he's a Rammy boy.
Yeah, that's his club, and his dad was from Ramsbottom, and he also played at Clitheroe in the.
Oh, really?
80s,
So he's
70s,
got
80s.
like 2 allegiances going on, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he likes it over here. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Secretly away, he wants Clitheroe to win, I'm thinking.
I don't know about that. But
Can you just point him out?
yes.
Or has he got star all round
Is
him?
it? So there's the guy with the blue polo shirt on, and his lads are good cricketers.
And a zip bit?
What's that?
Has he
Yeah,
got a bit of
he's got a sort of he's like a V.
Forgotten his name
Zip.
already. How bad's
Johnny
that?
Fielding. yes.
Johnny.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Johnny be good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So he used to be a professional cricketer.
Yeah, so he's
Flipping
professional cricketer
heck.
for Clitheroe. I think he might have proed at some other clubs in the leagues as well. I think he
Exciting
might
stuff.
have even been 12th man for England.
Really?
Yeah, like came on as a sort of substitute fielder sort of thing.
That's good, isn't
It's
it?
pretty-
How many
it's
subs do they have? Or shall I ask him?
They just have people on the sort of sidelines when someone gets injured. That's a great stop, right? It's very
Yeah.
bouncy down there.
I'll tell you what's really nice as well. If somebody gets injured and they haven't got any subs,
That
somebody
you're
from
allowed
the
to-
other side will
Yeah,
field
well,
for you.
yeah, it's
Very English, isn't it?
It is, but like sometimes
Lovely.
people like catch the other team out, and like it gets a bit awkward. Like, what do you do? Do you take a blinding catch
I
against your own
know,
team?
yeah. Well, you obviously would drop it, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know.
Of course you
It's not cricketing etiquette, that. So.
No, and that's not very English either, is it? So I know etiquette, I've got to say, is very. It's beautiful. It's nice to see. It's very gentlemanly.
Talking about beautiful, we've got Matt.
Oh, look who we've got here now. We've got the son-in-law,
Matthew
number
Brownson.
one.
Yeah.
Look at that trim.
Okay, thank you.
So this is my son-in-law, just about
Son-in-law,
to
yeah.
arrive.
Just joined
Daughter
us,
number 1 and 2 dogs. They've got
Jeff and
2
Mimi.
rescue
How you doing?
dogs. And hello. So hello, Jessica Jane.
Yeah.
How are you? Dad's down there.
Are you live?
We're live. We're live on the
yeah,
road.
and that's halfway. 1:30 for 5. Thoughts on the score, Matt, at halfway?
Decent trim, pal, yeah.
Decent. Okay. Not my haircut, the score.
Spectators had a haircut.
Absolutely, so spectators are there.
So it's like talking to 2 different people today. He
Yeah,
had a big beard this afternoon.
Do you know? Sam Olstead, yeah. Maybe 2 or 3, yeah. So halfway stage, we're at 1:30.
I just need to know why they're all going off. Have we finished? Oh, they've all gone to note.
So 20 hours have gone. So
Gosh,
T20,
they went
2020.
quick, didn't
Yeah,
they? So we're at
20
2010 at the
yeah.
moment.
So we're back at 2010. And we're having a bit of a half-time show. And then
Right.
we're gonna, and then we're
How
gonna-
long do we get for the break then?
Oh, it's only like 10 minutes.
Is that
That's all
all?
we've got left, is 10
We're
minutes.
actually fighting with the light though, aren't we? So we need to make sure we've done the other 20 before it goes
Absolutely.
dark.
Yeah, so we're gonna be joined. Yeah,
We've spoken to that guy already, haven't we?
Yeah, so Rob's coming back on with Johnny for the.
Are you Rob Reed? Well, my nephew's Robbie Reed.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, blimey, 2 Robbie Reeds, that's incredible. And he loves his cricket.
Plays at Wally, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
R-E-A-D.
R-E-I-D. R-E-A-D.
Do you know how to spell your name, Rob?
Yeah, no, obviously.
This is the question. No way, same as my Rob.
That's mad, that.
Innit?
I
Yeah.
know a few R-E-I-D,
Yes, yeah.
not many R-E-A-D.
Fancy that. Fancy that.
so we're
So
joined-
apparently I'm getting starstruck
Yeah,
here. We've
we're
got...
joined-
Yeah,
We're
legend.
doing, Ruth doesn't really know a lot about cricket. I've introduced her to, as ex-Clitheroe professional.
Oh, right.
She's now starstruck.
Very starstruck, and I'm actually thinking I need his autograph.
So we're joined by Johnny Fielding at half-time. What, do you think that's a good score? Are you happy with that?
Let's move this way, Bales.
I think it's got.
Lee, can you take that from around then? We've got a bit more length.
Yeah, I think that's a competitive
It's okay.
score. Maybe 10-15 short, but the wicket seems to be doing things. It's turning a bit. It's certainly seaming. It's certainly two-paced, and It might be. It's one of those. It's very difficult to judge until we've had a ball on it. Knowing you guys, you might knock them off with 1 or 2 down, but time will tell. But
apparently, you've got split allegiances here, have you?
No, my allegiance. I play for Rammy now, so I've got to support Rammy, but I've got a soft spot for Clitheroe.
You
obviously.
totally have, haven't you?
Massive
I noticed that when I said that, your little eyes lit up.
I had four fantastic
I thought he's
years.
secretly wanting Clitheroe to win. He is.
No, I had 4 magnificent years here, both on and off the field.
Did you?
Oh yeah. When I was a young pup. Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm starstruck now.
Oh, sorry, I'm just telling the roof I'm starstruck.
Oh, heck. So, you had 4 lovely years in Clitheroe, and apparently, did your father play here as well?
So, my dad played here in the 80s, pro here for a couple of years, and then I got released by Lancashire in '93.
How did you feel about that? We were talking about releases today, weren't we?
Yeah,
can you remember?
Obviously, it was a bit of a blow, but I had some trials at Derbyshire and Northants, and I'm pretty sure I probably would have been signed by Northants because I went down and bowled really well for them.
Yeah.
And I pulled my calf on the morning of the third day of this game I was playing in, and I was out for the season. And
that sets you back then, doesn't it?
That set me back, and that was that. So I played for Cumberland then for 10 years with...
Cumberland, you're showing your age.
Yeah, Cumberland. So I played for Cumberland
to anybody
for 10
that
years.
doesn't know, that's Cumbria.
Yeah. Cumbria. But Marcus Sharp, who plays for Clitheroe, he played in the same team as me for 10 years, so I know Sharpie really well.
Oh.
So yeah, I had 10 years minor counties cricket, which was fantastic. Played in Benson Hedges Cup and what have you. And so yeah, I've no, everything's fine, no regrets, whatever.
No, it's just today on our radio show we were talking about. Well, we had Ross on from Clitheroe Wolves, and we also had Bales on, and we were talking about kids that go through the academy system in football and how they feel when they get released, and obviously they think that they're going to be footballers, and as you will have thought, you know, like I'm going to like really make it big, and then all of a sudden that's taken away from you, and that feeling, I mean, it must be horrendous.
Yeah, I guess people just cope with it and deal with it in different ways. I think it's important you've got good people around you to manage things.
Yeah.
I was lucky, I was okay with it and accepted it.
How old were you?
22.
Yeah.
But I maybe realised that I wasn't quite good enough to play county cricket, and that maybe made things a bit easier.
Yes, yeah, if you know your limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I didn't work hard enough at my game, or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just realised that was the case.
Yeah, because sometimes you can believe you're better than you are, can't you?
Well, that's when the problems kick in, I think.
Yeah.
When you believe you're better than you are, then you're not actually that good.
No.
You get
That's
released,
me at radio.
And then, how do you cope with that? Really, yeah.
I believe I'm brilliant. Dear. So yeah, nice evening here tonight.
Nice evening, big crowd.
Great crowd.
For a league cricket game.
Absolutely tons.
I mean, this club, Clitheroe Cricket Club, is. I mean, Tom, who's been speaking to you, he's done a fantastic job here. I mean, when I was here, it was a popular club.
Yeah.
Quite a big club in the area.
Yeah.
But they didn't get anywhere near as big a crowds as like what's on tonight.
Yeah.
There must be 400 or 500 people on tonight.
Easy, yeah, and it's been well promoted, but equally, all the work that they've put in has been second to none.
No, it's fabulous. It really is, and they've built that viewing area in the corner there.
It's great, isn't it, with the screens and everything.
Yeah.
I love the electric scoreboards that work.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places you go, they don't work, do they?
They don't work when I'm bowling. The figures on the boards don't seem to tell you what I'm doing.
Oh, really?
I just don't believe them.
Yeah. And I'm liking all the hanging baskets. They're nice. Somebody's obviously got a busy job
Well, I
on.
know who's done them. There's a guy who was here when I was here called Billy Geelan.
Right.
Now, Billy, I've just been sat with him for 10 minutes and I've said, are you involved anymore down here? Well, yes, I do the hanging baskets.
Oh, but
And
you know what?
whatsoever.
Voluntary work.
Huge.
You need people to do all sorts of things, don't you?
As
You
clubs
really
get
do.
bigger, you need more people, obviously.
So just walking by, we got the Stones brothers, and their dad provided some patio work down in that bottom end there, that bottom corner, and they've just become uncles this week. Their sister's just had her first baby. Mum's come home, got COVID.
Are you joking?
No, I know. So that's a bit of a nightmare.
Well, our second team have just been informed that one of their players can't play tomorrow because his mum's got COVID.
Really? Yeah.
So it's impacting
Has she
on
been
everybody.
jabbed as well?
I don't know.
No.
We just found out an hour ago.
Because there's a lot of that going on, isn't there? Double vaccination, but you're still getting it.
So I've been asked to play tomorrow. But
Oh,
I've said
have
no.
you? Oh.
Rob, who's sat next to me, Rob Reed, he's probably been asked, but he's got a dodgy knee. So what are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm busy.
You're busy,
What a
yeah.
shame.
With 10 men
I'm
then.
flying to Australia to commentate on. Is there some Ashes or something going on? I don't know.
Yeah, that's about 8 months away. So enjoy yourself.
Yeah, but
before
I have to do some research.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Blimey, they're out already.
So it's only
They don't have long, do they?
No, it's only a 10-minute break in 2020. So it's a quick turnaround.
It really is quick. Right, so Ramsbottom are fielding now.
Ramsbottom are fielding. Jacob Clark, our opening swing bowlers, opening from the pavilion end. And Tom Lord, and I think the Clitheroe professional is opening at the other end.
Right. Is that a good thing? Are you worried?
Well, he's a good player, and I always think...
Who is?
They're pro.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clitheroe's pro.
Yeah.
And I always think that the pros in 2020, a shortened format, should bat as high up as they can.
Yeah.
So they could get a chance to score a big score.
Which we need now, because you scored well, didn't you?
It's probably par, maybe just under par. But we'll find out, because I'm not too sure this wicket's going to play.
Right.
Find out.
So I was saying earlier how the umpires have got even they don't wear whites, do they, on 2020s?
No, it's all coloured clothing. Pink balls, coloured clothing. Sometimes there's black side screens and white balls and music. It's fantastic.
All sorts. Yeah. I just honestly thought you'd all be in white, and you know.
Well, I was lucky enough when I was in the early 90s to travel to New Zealand and play cricket there for 4 winters.
Did you?
And while I was there, there was this cricket competition called Cricket Max.
Yeah.
And that was invented by a former Test player called Martin Crowe.
Mm.
And that is basically, that was the start of the shortened format of this cricket, which has now developed into T20 cricket all around the world. So in the early 90s, the first signs of this format was in New Zealand.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was called Cricket Max.
4 seasons in New Zealand.
4 seasons over there, yeah.
So was that 4 of our winters, their summers?
Yep, 4 winters, their summers.
And then did you come home?
I came home and played
So you
out.
had like 4 years of solid summer?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And
Gosh, how lovely.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Whereabouts in New Zealand were you?
I was 3 years in Wellington and 1 in Christchurch.
Is Wellington the capital?
Wellington's the capital, North
What's it like then?
Windy.
Is it?
Windy.
A bit like Blackpool?
It's a bit like Blackpool, but
Yeah.
great city.
Is it?
Right on the coast, the south of the North Island.
South of the North Island?
Yeah, right at the bottom of the North Island.
Okay.
Is
it hilly or flat?
Yeah, it's quite hilly. It's windy, it's hilly, it's on the coast, it's beautiful, it's scenic.
So what's it like going to Cornwall or something, would you say?
Christchurch is more like the UK, Scotland, Lake District.
Yeah.
So the South Island's a bit more like that. The North Island, Wellington, Auckland is a bit more cosmopolitan, but yeah, it's hilly. And again, it's beautiful though. It's right on the harbour there, it's lovely.
Yeah. Sounds lovely, that. And where else have you been then? On your cricket travels?
So I toured the West Indies well, I toured the West Indies. I was in the West Indies for 2 weeks with Lancashire.
Right.
When I was at Lancashire.
I bet that was great.
That was fantastic.
Warm.
Hot.
Yeah.
And we only played 3 games in 2 weeks, 3 one-days.
Really?
So it was perfect.
Yeah. So a one-dayer, how long does that take? All day, 24 hours?
Yeah, 7-8 hours.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a long time that to be stood up in it. Well, I know you're not stood up because you're all of that time, but like these guys now fielding, stood for ages, aren't they?
Yeah. One-day games, 50 over matches, 7 hours in total.
Yeah, you must have to be really quite fit to play cricket. You wouldn't think because you just kind of stood about, but you're not, are you?
No, if you're playing day in, day out, you have to be. I guess you get away with it if you're only playing 1, maybe 2 days.
And the younger you are, you get away with it more, don't you? Yeah.
Depends how much you drink the night before, I'll be honest with you.
Of course. And I have to say, sometimes I see them and like they'll catch the ball, then they'll do a forwards roll and they're all, and then they come up jumping and they're all elated and everything. I think, yeah, you're only 20.
Yeah, absolutely. I retired at the end of last season.
Did you?
But I've just played 3 games on the bounce. And trust me, when you get to my age, your body feels it.
Yeah.
You're just fielding and what have you.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. So I interrupted you. You went to West Indies. You loved it.
Yeah, West Indies. And that is, my pre-season trips with Lancs was in the UK, unfortunately.
Oh.
Whilst I were there. So, yeah, just travel around England and playing all over
How nice,
England.
though. I mean, England's stunning in itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get some real... Especially for cricket, because like football, you rock up sometimes and not in the best of areas or whatever. But cricket, they're usually in really nice spots, aren't they?
Yeah, there's some beautiful grounds around the country.
What's your favourite?
Scenic. Well, my favourite would be... the counties would be Trent Bridge, which is where Nottinghamshire play.
Yes, I know.
That's a real traditional ground with wood. What used to be, it's different now. It used to be wooden stands, and it's fantastic.
Oh, lovely.
My favourite ground in the Lancs League actually is Nelson. For some reason, yeah, I really like Nelson.
Is that down at Cedarhill?
Yeah.
Flipping heck, would you believe it?
Some people frown at me when I say that, but I've always enjoyed it there, like the balcony where the players sit.
Yes, no, it's nice.
So yeah, I've always enjoyed it. Plus Ramsbottom's a beautiful ground.
And to be fair, Nelson gets a right blinking rough ride, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's nice to know that you've got a little soft spot for Nelson.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh.
So this is Dan Pike opening from the top end now. Score 4 for none.
Something fishy going on with Pike, eh?
Well, his dad, his father-in-law, is a fishmonger.
Is he really? Did he change his name by Deepole?
I promise you, his father-in-law's a fishmonger.
Hilarious. That is
And
good.
Tom Lord has just hit Dan Pike's first ball for 6.
6, yeah.
To the longest boundary, so
Nice
10 for
one.
none.
Watch your cars, kids.
Yeah.
That's quite a hit, that, isn't it? Right, so I need to know about the sizes of grounds because it appears to me as though they all vary.
They do, especially in league cricket. So you get some postage stamps.
Yep.
What we call postage stamps, which are really small.
Yeah.
And then you'll get some big grounds around the area. Ramsbottom's big.
Is it basically just varying on the land that's given?
Yeah, it's historic. It goes back 100, 150 years to the land that was given to them, and they develop it in that way. So this is probably a medium to big size ground actually, especially square of the wicket.
It's
now that might be out.
What
straight.
a great
his throat,
one.
is it? He's caught it, yeah.
Has he caught it?
Tom Lord's out. Deep square leg.
Hey, it was a good hit that one.
Yeah, it was a good hit, but he's gone for the big boundary again. So the score is now 10 for 1. That could be quite a big wicket, that, because Tom Lord can hit a very big ball, as I know. He's smashed me around a few times.
Oh, has he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's could be quite a big wicket.
So he's notorious, is Tom, then, is he?
He's a strong lad, is Tom.
Right. He looks strong, actually.
Yeah, he can hit a big ball, yeah. So this is now, I'm not sure who this is, coming into bat. Don't know who this is.
He looks cool, though, so he's got his little black bit coming out. Yeah. Looks younger.
They're not going to, if it gets dark, we're not going to miss Clitheroe, lads, are we?
You're certainly not. Oh, I was going to say, did you see the lads going microlighting over? But there's one there, look, if you just look above. Yeah. And I did wonder if they could see the Clitheroe lads.
Yeah, probably.
Your lads will blend in their jade green.
Camouflaged.
But Our lads, I'm kind of thinking, yeah, they look like there's a road traffic. Oh dear. Yeah, this is good.
This could looking at the early signs and stages. This could be quite a good game. It's obviously not too easy to bat on. So if Ramsbottom can get it right with the ball, it could be a close game. This.
That's what Bales was saying. Could be close.
I think it might be close.
I'll take his word for it.
See, we've got 3 spinners in the side as well. So what will be important in this is if it turns, if the wicket spins, we've got an even better chance. If it doesn't, maybe not.
Right, so I think now I'm going to leave you.
Nice speaking to you.
Nice to know you. Yes, really enjoyed it. So I'll come
Enjoy
back.
Australia.
Oh, I will. Ooh, just dropped it then.
It might have been a bump ball, I'm not sure.
What's a bump ball?
It bounces before it goes to the bowler. But I weren't looking.
It looked like it went straight to him and he dropped it. It was it? Ah, I think he's got butterfingers. So anyway, I'm going to put you over to Rob Reed now, and I've really enjoyed that. It's really nice. And I'll speak to you all later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Hi, Rob.
Hello there. Hello, everyone. Very Rammy bias now on the commentary. Apologise to the Clitheroe fans. So the score is 12 for 1 after 2.1 overs. What do you think, Tree? Do you think we're 20 runs light, maybe?
Yeah, I think 150 would have been a more comfortable score. 130 is always a bit volatile, isn't it, in any wicket? But looking at the early, like I said earlier, looking at the first 2 or 3 overs, it doesn't look
that easy, does
to
it?
bat on. It's 2 pairs certainly. We've seen that in first innings. There's a bit of seam there, definitely. It's like I said earlier, it just depends if it spins or not. If it spins, we've got a great chance. But we have got a very young. 2 of the spinners are under 20 against a very experienced Clitheroe side. So a lot maybe on our professional Darren Smith, who back bowling well again. So it is actually a very interesting game.
I feel if we can get another couple of wickets in the next few overs, it will be a tight game.
Yeah, you see Jacobs just bowled a ball there that seamed away and beat the batter, so there's obviously life in the wicket.
Do well here, fellas.
One of the Rammy faithful walking past. He's obviously had a few drinks.
Oops, he's fallen over. Oh, that could be out. Could be out.
Dived out.
No,
just short of mid on and sort of deep cow.
I think someone a bit quicker than Josh Dempsey might have caught that.
Bit critical, that trig.
So this is key now. The pros on strike to Jake, one of our strike bowlers. If we can get their pro out, then it's pressure starts to build up, obviously.
It's catch. Ooh. Sorry, that's very biased of me shouting catch on commentary.
2 to the pro.
Slow ball, just wide of cover, extra cover. Hence the catch shout from myself.
It's a cracking scene here, isn't it? There's a big crowd on, and
I was just going to say that. It's a great setup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Barbecues.
Setup. Yeah. Cameras.
Fired up behind us.
Is that wide? Yes. Jacob doesn't seem particularly happy with that wide, but it's down leg side, so it's a wide. I think we'll give a special mention to the two ladies who helped one of our players last week at Clitheroe, Ryan Story. He collapsed when he got out in the second team game here at Clitheroe, and the two of the ladies, one of them's called Laura, I believe. I'm not sure of the second, but they basically helped. They basically helped Ryan as he collapsed in the dressing room. Some of our players and some of our supporters were here, so it was actually quite harrowing. So we thank them, and we've got some flowers for the two ladies as well this evening. So that's 18 for 1 off 3 overs.
Yeah, Dan Pike, who's bowling now, has had a really good couple of games. He's taking a lot of wickets, so with his in-swingers, but he does tend to bowl the odd wide down leg side.
Could have been a stumping. I mean, Harry's a great keeper, but tough chance.
So we could just do with Pike getting a wicket here, putting a bit more pressure on them. Do we know Spain's gone on? Switzerland?
It's penalties.
Is it?
Catch opportunity again, but long on is actually out. I didn't actually see that, so that's... I'm not quite sure what the Spain-Switzerland score is, to be honest.
I'll look on my phone.
Ooh.
And a little tickle down leg side for 4. Wrong line.
That sounded creepy.
So just ordering a beer. Always gone up for a stumping. Harry's very, very good keeper, and he looks arms on his head. He's very disappointed with the decision, I think. But
I have to say, some of these decisions from this umpire, not being biased, have been slightly dubious. There were some wides in the first innings that were obvious wides, really. Chinese cut for another 4. Dumping chance not given, and then to rub salt into the wounds, the Chinese cut for 4 more runs. So the score moves on to 29 for 1.
Hey, don't be drinking too much. On the microphones.
29 for 1 after 3.4 overs.
But I can't see him.
So Pikey's bowled a really good over here, but he's gone for 8 inside edges, and that's cricket, I'm afraid. Game's still in the balance. And that's driven to mid-on for 1.
It's a great backdrop, that, isn't it, with the church in the background.
I mean, it's got a good tradition and history, Clitheroe. I mean, Clitheroe dominated the Ribblesdale League before they came into the Lancashire League, and had success in the Lancs knockout as well. Before I played here, they had a pro called Ian Wrigglesworth, a big strapping Australian bowler. He was very successful. So they've been a dominant force in local league cricket for many years, Clitheroe. And we played them last weekend, and I think if I was putting money on it, I'd have them as favourites to win the Lancs League this year. They've got a really good side. Bowling's very strong, and big strength in depth in the batting. The only thing I don't really know anything about is the pro. So
the Pro used to be at Rishton, if you remember.
Right, okay.
And Cone as well. Kieran Grimshaw's come on to bowl instead of Jacob Clark.
I'd have brought a spinner on now. Just see if it turns. It looks like Josh Dent is warming up, so he might be coming on at the other end now. That could be... No. It's wide of the fielder, Darren Smith, and that's gone for another 4.
Celebrity superstars, what?
Well, one of our supporters just giving me and Trigger a bit of stick there.
Yeah, my son's coming past here, he's got a game tomorrow, and he's got 3 cans of lager in his hand. JJ, why are you drinking?
Catch. No, that's 4 more.
Right.
Tell you what.
39 for 1 off 4 overs. Our head of social media's here, Graham Ratcliffe.
One single into the leg side, score moves on to 40 off 4 overs. So Clitheroe obviously getting the upper hand in this game now, and Ramsbottom need wickets.
Just going to say that, massive favourites now. This over's just changed it a little bit more into Clitheroe's favour. That's just one down to long off. Bradfield in with the long barrier, which you don't see too much in cricket nowadays. Dot ball. Alex Alpin at point, throws it.
End of the over, end of the 5th.
It's your best ever performance, Trig, on this field, on this ground, Clitheroe? Or is it too many to mention? That's the face of it.
There's nothing, yeah, nothing really.
Too many to mention.
I wouldn't say there's too many to mention. I can't really remember. Too many. I think I had a few 7ths and 6ths and whatever, which were great. Got a few runs, but no big hundreds or anything. I got the best ever performance was for Clitheroe, actually, away at Edenfield. Batting wise, I got 158 4. But on here, I don't think I scored. I don't think I scored.
Do you think you should have scored more runs in your career?
Yeah.
All right, let me rephrase that.
Yeah, I probably could have done.
You should have scored more.
Yeah, should have done. But in my when I was
career.
proing at Clitheroe and Walshaw and Baxenden, I did. I scored 700-800 runs a year for them. So I didn't do too badly. I just.
Maybe I'm being a bit critical then.
Well, maybe my time back when I came back to Rammy, that's when I probably should have scored more runs because I was still playing okay then, and yeah.
So spins on now. Josh Dent is coming on from the. Not quite sure what end it is. I will call it the church end because
he's been it over mid on for 4.
And he's been it for 4. So we're still in the last over of the power play now. 42 for 1. Clitheroe looking very comfortable. Very comfortable. I think Darren should come on.
I think Darren should come on immediately.
Oh, that's another one.
Do you know that's another one through the keeper's hands for 2 more, and that might be wide. Is that could be wides? No, buys. I think Darren's got to come on and try and get a couple of wickets. I know they still need 18, 15 overs, but in 2020 format that's pretty easy.
Roos just coming back.
Roos walking past with 2 hot dogs and a wine.
How good do they smell?
They look fabulous.
yeah, I don't think that over from Grimmy really worked. So I do think they should try spin at both ends here, and if it turns, like I said, we might have a bit of a chance, or a couple of quick wickets. Full toss.
Full toss.
It's into deep mid wicket for
3, possibly 4.
For four more. So yeah, we're not bowling particularly well here now, and this will be a pretty comfortable victory for Clitheroe unless things change.
Triggers had to get a fag out to, not actually a cigarette, one of the vape cigarettes, just to relax a little bit. It's quite frustrating as Rammy fans to sit here and watch this, but fair play to Clitheroe. I think that's gone for another 2. Easy
side,
2.
yeah.
Easy 2. Don't tell your dad that you're still having a fag, Trig.
No, these I haven't had a cigarette for a couple of years now. These are these plastic things, vapes they're called. Robert.
One down to long gone. So it looks like Darren's coming on now, the Ramsbottom professional, Darren Smith.
Right, this is it.
Bales was talking about him earlier. You know, obviously a dangerous player within the league, and a lot of clubs do fear him. So we'll see what happens now. This could, the next 2 or 3 overs do really make or break the game.
See, Daz does have the knack, doesn't he?
Yes,
sometimes
he
get wickets. And
can get on a roll.
Yeah, and if they target this sharp boundary straight, that could work into our hands.
Just my hoodie.
Chris Round's playing, isn't he? Yeah, Chris is playing
Chris
as
is
well.
playing.
So we've got another spinner in Chris. So this is the key moment, I think.
He starts with a full toss that goes for 6. That was a strange ball from Darren, to be honest, which isn't like Darren. I know he's injured with his finger at the moment. However, that was 3 weeks ago, and he's been bowling okay.
I'm not sure you can describe that as a full toss. That's more like a beamer.
And the umpires give a 4 originally, and it's gone way over the portable toilets. Quite sure how the umpire can do that. It's a strange one. Anyway, it's gone for 6.
Sorry, I'll just grab this for you.
So Clitheroe looks to be cruising this, but there is a long way to go. There's still another 70 runs to be had. And things can change quite quickly. And they need to. Oh, he may have trapped him. No.
Oh, that's
Big
very
appeal.
close. We're right behind that. That looks very close with Darren's arm ball. Well, his flipper. This is a leg spinner.
Legend walking past now in John Green. Clitheroe legend, old friend of mine from back in the day.
And next commentator, perfect link.
Yes, so John's going to be on next with, who'll be focusing on Clitheroe, no doubt, and not the bias towards Rammy. Caught. So Daz has got a wicket. It's probably not the man we wanted, is it, the pro, but it's
a wicket.
Another wicket.
Yeah, this is where Darren can get on a roll.
So 65 for 2 now. 13 and a half overs left.
Halfway.
And Dewis comes to the crease. So this is it now. Dewis and the pro, probably the 2 best batters at Clitheroe. If we can get into this and break this partnership, you never know.
How do we get on?
Caught behind. Sorry, we've got one of our Rammy fans asking who's been to the toilet. How did we get that out?
Jeff Collins is called.
Like we said,
so Andy Dolby's text me, he's asked me to get a word in.
Okay.
Disingenuous, so I'm going to put it in. Disingenuous. There you go, Andy.
He texted me as well and said, I actually can't remember what he said. What did he text me? Only had 10 minutes ago. I've had a text off the Haslenden captain, Jordan Shannon, saying, you and Trigger are really boring on commentary. That's nice.
So you a joke. Thanks, Jordan.
Haslenden are Ramy's sort of local rivals over the years. There's a healthy rivalry between the two clubs. Hopefully we'll be playing them in the First Division next year, so we can rekindle that rivalry.
We might be swapping divisions.
I know, I thought that, yeah.
Come on.
I don't know. I'm not having a dig there, by the way, either, because we could be relegated. But you'll have to come back out of retirement for a third time this season.
I'm sure that won't be required. Bob? Josh Dempsey coming into the ball now, 7 overs gone, 65 for 2.
Oh, that's turned.
That's turned, beat the bat, that's a good sign.
This could get.
It's getting a bit gloomy.
2 or 3 overs, a tight Ramy ball in it could make it a bit exciting.
This has got potential on it. It's gloomy. Big crowd getting a bit vocal, few beers down them. It's got potential.
Starting to rain.
It's starting to turn, it's starting to rain.
.66
So
for 2.
have we got any stories about Jordan?
Jordan Shannon.
Nice lad, Jordan, isn't he?
Yeah, great lad. He grew up through Ramy. A lot of his sort of school friends, and because he lived up that neck of the woods in Haslenden, and he left Ramy.
I bumped into him in Greg's last week, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
What were you buying?
I was buying a sausage roll.
What were Jordan buying?
I'm not sure what Jordan was buying. Hot chocolate, maybe. I don't know.
Why would you go to Greg's for hot chocolate?
What do you do? Caramel hot chocolates. Oh, shots.
Shot. Johnny Datt with a field in it. Short cover.
Yeah, Jordan, he was a bit unlucky around me because he tore away and this and that and didn't.
Well, you come back.
And did we have,
that was basically
Did we have another spinner?
No, we didn't really have a left-down spinner at the time, apart from Jordan. Then you come out. It's a great shot from their pro, actually, over cover for 4.
Dewey.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Inside out, over extra. And I met with Jordan. I was captain at the time, and he just felt like he needed a change, and I think good move for him, captain up there now, and obviously doing a good job.
Great job, Haslenden, a very strong side. A lot of their lads have come back from other clubs and playing with the friends and together. Like I said, I hope we can rekindle the rivalry between Ramsbottom and Haslenden next year.
Just getting some stick off Trip now. Abusing me, promoting Greg's hot chocolates. I did a.
Is that Barrett Tripathy?
I did a Zoom thing.
Yeah, you've told me. Explain what happened there then. Explain.
Well, I don't know. We started off about 9 o'clock at night.
And
me, Joe McCluskey, Trip, and Ulti.
Yeah.
And we were all drinking, and I had a few whiskies, and it went on till about 1 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up the next morning and I said a couple of things that I didn't really want to say there, you know, blah blah blah. Next thing, it's never been broadcast for one reason or the other. But it was a fun night. I end up explaining my Amazon selling techniques and playing the guitar.
Which song did you play on the guitar, Trig? I've got a video of you.
Leaving on a jet plane, I think it was, because Joe were going to New Zealand. I can't remember. Triple probably text me in a minute and remind me. .71 for 2. We're into the 9th over. So
I was saying in commentary before, Trig, about ourselves, Burnley and Lower House in the sort of mid-2010s. It was between us three pretty much most seasons, I would say. Some good games against Burnley, didn't we?
Some great
Very good games.
I mean, the words of the Cup semi-final springs to mind, where I think we're 8 for 4, and then me and Faf put on a few runs, got 250. Then Burnley's pro, then
you got
175, won in the game, and then tried to dispatch Faf over the pavilion one more time and top edged it and got out, and then shaky ball the last over, and Burnley, and we won. Burnley fell short. Unbelievable game of cricket.
I remember it finished. We come off the field at 9:47.
Yeah, and I think we had a big game the day before in the league as well. So me and Mickey Haslam were sat opposite each other, just absolutely shattered. But that game, I mean, we've had many a good game against Burnley. I normally get abused by Mr. Kelly, which gets me fired up, and I tend to do all right, especially with the bat. I don't score any runs anywhere else, and I tend to do all right with the bat. Cole tends to put an extra yard of pace on for me, which I really enjoyed at 47-year-old.
Two more. Yeah. We're just going to say we make it a little bit more balanced and get some.
No, we'll
drive it on, boys.
Yeah, Cole, interestingly, last week when you come back out of retirement, you played at Rochdale the week before. Then the game after you were playing against Clitheroe last week, and you walk in and Cole's bowling at the other end. I was laughing, thinking you couldn't write this because Cole's obviously. Oh, that's a catch. Nearly, no, it's just chipped over. Leading edge over. No, but it was interesting, Cole, and you're saying I can't face Cole anymore. I can't see it.
Well, one of the reasons I retired was to avoid Mr. Raymond, and then obviously he came on just as we're walking into bat. Bouncer, out, which is the script, probably the script that it's played out over the last 10 years with me. But, no, a nice other memory was myself and JJ batted together up there and scored a few runs, and JJ faced Cole, which was a good experience for him. Yeah, good times. Well, that's gone underground.
Rolled.
So 78 for 2. We're into the 10th. Wicket needed, but that's just gone underground. So if it carries on doing that, we might get a couple. Four more.
Great shot over.
Great shot from their pro over extra. And at the moment, Clitheroe are cruising to this.
Oh, that was Jiri.
48 needed. Couple of dogs walking past. Actual dogs. Sorry.
I weren't going to say a word then. I weren't going to say a word then, Jim.
Spaniels.
You're a big dog lover, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's your favourite dog?
I like Spaniels, Cocker Spaniels. I like King Charles, but I've got 2 retrievers.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure that works.
Yeah, it's my other half. She wears the trousers, clearly.
Obviously. What time you've got to be back tonight?
As soon as the game finishes. And she's going out tomorrow. She's on a girls' afternoon out. So I could be a bit Lionel. My kick-off. Oh, that's big. That's
6.
Big. Oh, he's dropped it straight through his hands. On the edge, Josh Dempsey at mid-on has just dropped Dewhurst straight through his hands, and it's gone for 6. That could be quite a pivotal moment.
Well, we go from one field into another. Brian Fielding comes past, walk past. Another Clitheroe ex-pro.
Hi, Dad. You ate 2 pints, that's it. No more.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
So,
my dad's
son telling father how much he can drink.
My dad's had instructions. He can no more than 2 pints.
So he's definitely had 5.
The medics.
Oh,
that's kept low, but well watched. 89 for 2 off 10.
That might be a big chance. That, I mean,
Well, you should have caught that really.
Yeah,
it was struck hard, but you've got to catch them at the, this level, first team level. Ball, Darren. 1 run to cover, or maybe two.
Two down to deep cover.
So 40 needed in 10. Cruise mode.
9 and over.
It'd be nice if the finals day was here, wouldn't it? I mean, it's
great
not
setup.
too small a ground, but just big enough. But it'd be a fantastic day. Great setup.
They can afford to sort of.
Who's the other semis?
Great Harwood are in. Church are in.
Darwin. Burnley. Burnley, innit?
No, I don't think Burnley in it. That's 6. That's a great shot. It's a great shot over the clubhouse. 6.
And Rami are learning a lesson here because Ramsbottom played a lot of cross-batted shots. And they didn't score many runs off them, and we got out to them. Clitheroe are hitting straight through the line.
Both of them.
Yeah, straight through the line. And he's just hit 2 6s into the pavilion. Pretty basic stuff, innit, Bob?
Play down the ground. Down the ground.
Right, are we handing over to the Clitheroe boys?
Yes, we are. So enough of us Rami lads boring you. But thank
Cheers,
you.
Trip. Cheers, Jordan. And thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Over to the Clitheroe lads now to bring you home.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you very much, John. Great to see you again. I think Ramsbottom missed a little bit of a trick by not having Trigger, as is affectionately known here, out there. And start the car with the words that came to my mind after Jack's last 6. I've got Craig Nichols with me, our third team captain.
97 for 2, 9 overs to go. Should be a nice easy walk to the finish for me and Greeno here, fingers crossed. Let's hope we don't drop the ball.
We've both got a pint glass suitably charged for the celebrations. You've got to think that was a crucial catch, Craig, we've just seen spilled.
I think so, to be honest. Certainly, if not caught, it perhaps should have been stopped. The bursting 3 for 6 probably is going to take quite a lot of the wind out of their sails there. Back in Jack to make the most of it now, to make hay and hopefully see us home.
I'm sure he will do. That's another single down the ground. I think the first ball he was dropped from effectively played him into the length, and then when the bowler threw it up again, he played the shot properly and 6 onto the clubhouse roof.
There's no fielders up there, Greeno. There's no fielders up there.
That's right. Play the ball in the air. So Clitheroe going along at a cracking pace here. It's 11 and over. Just hoisted one into the outfield, and 6 runs to deep mid-wicket, cow corner sort of area.
Indeed, the pro's in on the act now. He's just watched Jack launch a couple and has decided to show us what he can do. A huge 6 to the longest part of the ground there.
Very impressive blow. Loud shout for LBW. Slightly down the leg side for the umpire. A leg bye taken. I think the umpires have been very consistent tonight on not giving much at all by way of LBWs.
Certainly been a tough evening for the bowlers.
Yeah, wicket looks pretty flat, very hard when I walked on it before the game. Outfield very fast.
Clitheroe batsmen have got one eye on watching the rest of this World Euro game, I think, on the big screen down at the second serve. You can just about see it from our commentary position. Unfortunately, we can't see the score, but hopefully we'll be able to turn our attention to the football very soon.
Clitheroe lads will be home early to bed, I would have thought, Craig. Maybe a nice bath. A crucial game at Walsden tomorrow.
Walsden away indeed. Always a pleasant trip to Walsden.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed my first visit there. A red hot afternoon. A small ground and very competitive side and spectators. It was a good tussle. Fortunately, we came out second best on that occasion, but certainly enjoyed the afternoon.
Chairman of Selectors, Mr. King, just wandered past. I think he approves.
Yeah, I look pleased with his decisions midweek. This game looks to be coming home. Real last throw of the dice from Ramsbottom. They brought their opening bowler back, who certainly has a yard of pace. Not quite as fast as Cole Heyman that you saw earlier in the evening, and he's probably the quickest bowler in the league. But this lad looks briskish, Craig.
He's got the run up, I'll give him that.
A few minutes ago we described the conditions as slightly murky. I think the run of excellent weather we have had has maybe spoiled us a little bit. But,
this young lad's one of the few bowlers in the Lancashire League, I think, with a longer run up than me.
So tell us about the third team. How's it going this year? Is there a chance of defending the division and maybe even going one better and winning the entire league?
Well, we're certainly hoping so, Greeno. I think we've got the lads, we've got the young talent in the group to go all the way. I think we've got our eye on our own fourth team as the main competition, which is an absolutely fantastic place for the club to be in currently.
Indeed it is. I think both sides have made absolutely tremendous strides over the last couple of years. And it's looking more and more week by week as though ourselves and the fourth team will be in the final three. That will then go head to head over a little round robin to win the overall Division 3.
And all credit to the two captains, I think. I mean, the players are okay, but realistically, I think you need to look at the two captains. Absolutely phenomenal from both of them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. So 112 for 2. 12 overs gone. Chasing 130.
This young lad that has come back on from Ramsbottom, certainly doing a job for his team. I don't think his captain could have asked for any more from him. He's tight, he's bowling quick, he's putting the batsman under pressure. He's certainly giving it everything.
He's putting it all in. Jack Dewis forward watchfully. Last ball of the over. Dewis 29 not out. Mansour Amjad, the professional, is 32 not out. He's batted through the innings, opened up and anchored around Tom Lord, Carl O'Connor and now Jack Dewis. Clitheroe's form in the 2020 series today, it's been quite exceptional, I think.
Absolutely phenomenal. They've certainly taken it to every team that's come to Clitheroe. I haven't been to the away games, but I've been to all the home ones and they've been a joy to watch.
Yes, I can't remember a close game amongst the 5 league games, and tonight they've always seemed to have in control.
The Ramsbottom boys are certainly starting to look a little bit dejected in the field now. The lad who's just bowled has absolutely given it everything for his team, but some of the other lads, I think, have realised this game might be gone. What a catch right on cue. That was an absolutely phenomenal catch.
It's the commentator's curse. A fantastic catch at So deep backward cover in the end. It looked to be over the top of cover point, but he ran backwards and took it with his left hand that he thrust out at the last minute. It's the pro that's gone.
Mr. Dibbs drives out to the crease though, looking confident and composed.
Yeah, it's become a good finisher this season, as Peter. Debate will rage on as to whether he's batting slightly lower in the order than maybe his ability suggests, but situations like this he's absolutely perfect for.
Tailor-made for Dibby here, the housewife's favourite.
Yeah, very popular young man. Puts the time in the gym though. We send our best wishes to Marcus Thornhill, who Marcus and the Fourths are unfortunately having to isolate at the moment. We had a positive test on the lads who played in the fourth team last Sunday, so unfortunately they're confined to barracks until Wednesday next week. Sure Marcus will be watching, so all the best to him and his team.
Oh no, I meant it was full team batting. I meant the team still batting.
Be interesting now whether Ramsbottom can put the squeeze on, new batsman in. How will Dibby approach this? Is he going to go for the win? Is he going to try and knock off these 17 runs quickly, or does he want to bed himself in?
Well, the captain's still attacking. Kieran Grimshaw's coming to slip. For the new batsman, it remains slightly murky.
How would you approach this, Greeno? Would you be trying to hit the bowler into the school or knock it off in singles?
I think Peter's job is not to get out now. Whilst Jack Dewar is set and going well, no point having a mini collapse and giving Ramsbottom a bit of encouragement. So I think Peter will just effectively sit on the bat handle unless there's any absolute rubbish ball to him, and he'll let Jack push on, take us over the line, I would have thought.
So just tick those runs off one at a time.
Yeah, I think that's all they need to do now. Nothing foolish, and when the ball's up to them, I think they'll still try and knock the cover off it. Thoughts will then turn to the venue for finals day, which the Lancashire League executive will decide early next week. We'll probably know by Monday or Tuesday where the final series is going to be held.
It'll be absolutely fantastic to get that at Clitheroe. I think we can get a bumper crowd on, especially with our glorious new outdoor bar area.
Yes, it will be absolutely fitting. Of course, this competition wasn't played last year, and I think the year before we were at Ramsbottom for finals day. It was very much rearranged. I can't remember now if it was the first or the second day, but because of rain, I know they only played 10-10 matches rather than the full 2020s. So hopefully this year we'll have a glorious day. Clitheroe also have a chance of hosting the Worsley Cup final if we win at Norden in the semi-final on the 11th of July. We know that the final will be hosted at either Norden or Clitheroe. So summer's going very, very well at the moment.
Young bowlers found that little bit of the pitch that sneaks through low again there. It's looking a little bit dangerous if they do land it in the right place. Something for Mr. Dibb to be watchful of there, I think.
Yeah, we had a quick chat with Gary O'Connor, the helps on the ground with Mick Dewis, the two of them doing a fantastic job. Gary also, I think, the groundsman at Reed and Cal's father, and he told us it was a used surface at this stage of the season. It's going to be, and they do keep just a little bit low, unfortunately, once they've been used once or twice. In fact, it's clean Mr. Dibb out.
He's doing a fine job for his captain, this young lad. He really has. He's worked very hard. He hasn't given up. He's charged in. He's given 100% for his team today.
Yes, at the right side of the line, the length there. It looks to have kept slightly low and deviated off one of the cracks. Off stump, peg back. So 1-1-6 for 4. 6 overs to go. 14 runs needed. Plenty of batting still to come.
Been briefly joined by a guest commentator here. And Emily, who do you think is going to bring this home for Clitheroe? Who's going to be the hero today?
I don't know.
Charlie Dewhurst, maybe?
Charlie Dewhurst.
Oh, it's a brave call. She's backing Chaz. It's a little dart to the finish. 14 runs required, 6 overs. How would you approach this run chase, Emily?
Just finish it with some 6s and a 4.
6s and a 4 is the call from Emily. We'll see if Chaz agrees.
Yeah, she's called it right. Charlie Dewhurst is indeed come to the crease at number 6.
There's one thing for sure, he'll be running hard. He'll be taking every single. Batting with his brother as well. Oh, that's kept low again.
It's nice to see their granddad on the ground last weekend, Ken, who's not been in the best of health of late. So great to see him at Chapman Road once again. Looking sprightly as ever.
Certainly been a visible lift in the field. Ramsbottom seem right up for this again at the moment. They're sniffing an opportunity to get themselves back in this game, I think.
Yeah, it's their last possible chance now, isn't it? That they just nip 1 or 2 more out. 14 off 5 overs now. 6 wickets left. I think it's just a case of rotating the strike if they can do. Not getting bogged down.
Fancy Jack will be looking for a boundary now, just to seize the initiative back from Ramsbottom. I think 1 or 2 boundaries and we'll see the heads dropped again and it'll be a comfortable walk home, I think.
Yes, played that one gently into the covers. Charlie goes back. I agree with Craig, you fancy 1 more boundary from Clitheroe will just about do the job. Dewhurst boys very quickly take a single into the leg side.
Throws as well. That's just going to be soul destroying for Ramsbottom, I think.
In front, the Ramsbottom player has turned to confront the man who threw it rather than completing the chase, so heads have gone down.
I think that's absolutely the last thing they needed at this stage of the game, is for someone to sling it to the boundary. Not great cricket, to be fair.
No, that's right. It's always said in first-class cricket that it's the guy who should be backing up that's to blame rather than the thrower. But there are exceptions.
So there's a lot of shrugging going out on this field now, and a lot of finger pointing.
A quick signal to the Duras boys just behind square.
One more blow now, and I think we'll be starting the car, Greeno.
Yes, I think so. See the Clitheroe's luminous shirts getting ever brighter as it goes slightly darker. See the two in the middle, and we can see Paul Atkinson's mannequin. And JPA Sports, new premises in the old Hicks building, the gym just behind the scorebox. Paul tells me he's extremely busy, which is good news.
I think Marcus Thurn will be looking at that mannequin. He can probably do a job in the field for the fours. What do you think?
They certainly do a job for me at slipping the thirds, Greg. Good Yorker, jobbed out by Charlie. No run. 123 for 4. 7 runs from 4 overs, 6 wickets left. I think me and you could get these, Skip. What do you think?
I'd certainly have a go. It might come off the edge, perhaps, but I'd have a swing.
Quick bowler Collins is continuing.
Certainly one or two of those young lads in our third team, I think I'd back to get us home from here.
Yeah, they've been outstanding this season. Harry Rickard and Hamad Amin. The other one keeping slightly low, getting through Jack Durst. That could be the trigger for Jack to decide to finish it.
Yeah, I think realistically now, just needs to knock the skin off it once. No more chances. Just go after the first one that's in your arc really now, get it finished.
Remember Graham Gooch, the former captain of England, was always very keen on getting games finished when you got to this stage, rather than messing about and possibly inviting the opposition back into it.
Right on cue, is it a gentle single? Shows what I know.
So he's giving his brother a go, I think. So cricket will be back on air for you tomorrow on YouTube. We'll have Clitheroe seconds against Walston seconds here at Chapman Road.
I can't see for the side screen. Is that going to the boundary, Greeno?
Yes, it's gone
Certainly
for 4.
looks like
the
it, so.
Roar from the crowd. John Ash across
Yeah,
there.
the Ash and Aspinalls up in front of the bespoke physiotherapy side at the top. They've given that the cheer that would signal it's a 4. 3 more needed. Start the car, I think.
Yeah, it's fairly been revved, that car now.
It's been idling for a while.
Charlie off his toes, tucks it just behind square. Fielder jogs in from deep square, back to the keeper's gloves. Nearly there, 129 for 4.
The handy runs for Charlie, this as well. If he does see us home, I think do wonders for his confidence, taking to the next game.
Nice little red inker is on 10 already.
Scores are tied.
30. End of the over, 3 left. Clitheroe winners of the 2020 back in 2017, our first year in the Lancashire League. Very high quality game of cricket at Darwin in the final. Jack Jewist and Fouad Alam. Seeing us home, and Fouad Alam subsequently, of course, back into the Pakistani Test side and a couple of Test hundreds. So it shows the level that these lads are playing at.
What's the bowler thinking here, Greeno? Completely pointless waste of my time. I'll make myself a hero. What will be going through his mind at the start of this run-up? Ruin someone's day, take a wicket?
Yeah, I think he'll still be trying. And Charlie's a desperately quick single, but that's it. He's home. And he'll go and embrace his brother now, I'm sure.
Super performance from the boys, I think. We'll be very proud of that performance.
Yeah, it's gone to form, and you felt they were always under control from the early stages of the game. It's difficult to come from behind in a 2020 game, and they did seem to stamp their authority on it and have always been slightly ahead. So, a great performance. Important game tomorrow at Walsden, as we say, for the first team. Top of the table clash, and the summer rolls on. So, finals day will be, not quite sure when it is, probably the end of July, something like that. So that's goodbye from me. I'll just hand across to Mr. Nichols for his final thoughts.
Yeah, have a great evening, everybody. We're going to have a few pints now, I think, and celebrate with the boys. And we'll see you all again the next time we're asked to commentate, which I'm sure if Mr. Bailey's got anything to do with it, it'll be sometime very time soon. So thank you very much for listening, and we'll talk again soon. Goodbye.